Session 1. Lanterns in the Snow. Date played, December 11th, 2025. Location, Cold Ridge and Rath Cold Harrow. The journey north brought the company to Cold Ridge, a harsh mining stronghold carved into the mountains of Caer Connaught. After arriving in the city and taking in its unforgiving atmosphere, the companions settled into their surroundings. Though the idea of visiting the nearby hot springs was briefly entertained, lingering unease and a sense of danger permeating the region led the group to postpone any such indulgence. Lodging was secured at an adventurer's room where the party made temporary quarters. With assistance from a half-ogre labourer, their belongings were brought upstairs while inquiries were made regarding the local gallo-glasses. Before nightfall, Ausonia encountered a noblewoman dressed in red and black, who introduced herself as Eldara Serantus. Eldara revealed that Theria had fallen and explained that her ancestral house, once part of Caer Connaught before the Great Schism, had been lost in the chaos. She spoke of her intent to restore her lineage and invited Ausonia and Alamora to a meeting the following day. During this exchange, Alamora noticed Eldara wearing a pendant identical in design to one Ausonia herself carried, an unsettling and unexplained coincidence. The next morning, the party assembled at Gallo-Glass Hall, known as the Black Arches, a sombre structure hewn into the cliffside. There, Ausonia and Alamora formally announced their intent to hire mercenaries. The declaration drew immediate interest, and several warriors gathered to hear the offer. Terms were laid out clearly: a daily stipend, an equal share of all profits, and adherence to a code of conduct shaped by faith and honour. The purpose of the expedition was disclosed in part: the search for a seer believed to hold knowledge of ancient artefacts. An agreement was reached, and the newly formed company planned to depart after breakfast the following morning, with a visit to the hot springs reserved for their final night in Cold Ridge. Later that day, Ausonia and Alamora met privately with Eldara to learn more of her fallen house and the state of Theria. The discussion turned to darker matters, including the rise of a gathering orc horde threatening the north. It was during this conversation that it became clear Ausonia had been offered authority over a fledgling kingdom tied to these events, an offer she ultimately refused, choosing instead a different path forward.
camera is showing the default screen for your camera.
Oh, I hate that this chat doesn't show me what I look like. Okay, let me figure
See?
it out.
Well, we want to see what you look like.
That's why I use my virtual.
Well,
self,
maybe
so I
you
can see
don't, but I
myself.
mean,
Oh,
No, we already
okay,
know.
there, you're back.
So-
There we go.
Hey, there you are.
Okay, and we are back and live once again. Oh, let me bring that screen down. There we go. For more Kingdoms of the Shattered Crown. And for a late Christmas gift, nobody asked to actually do the recap. Recap has already been done.
Uh-huh.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay!
What?
It's like Santa was here.
Yep, I actually dropped it into the Discord chat. So if anybody wants to listen to it as needed, it has an authentic British accent.
Oh, carry-alls.
Yeah.
Because everyone in fantasy speaks the British accent, including the Romans.
And the Empire.
And a good chunk of the Empire, yes. All right, so those of you who have been listening, you got the recap, you know kind of where we left off. Our intrepid crew at this point are just now trekking off from the Cold Ridge Mountains, or Cold Ridge Mines, I should say. As some older people would put it, in 5 feet of snow. They are going to go barefoot both ways, and they're going to kill a grizzly bear with their loose leaf notebook. So everybody at this point has taken what time that they needed to buy extra resources. Mike, I hope you saw my comment in the Facebook chat.
I got it.
Cool. So that obviously goes to you, should you have the coin for it. Who can track? Who can find their way through the wilderness?
Not Alamora.
Noted.
What do you want for that? Nature? Survival? I got +3 in both.
Yeah, I'm like,
Survival, right?
Okay, I got a +3 there.
I'm mostly.
I have a +6.
Oh.
Oh yeah, let you do it.
Okay, you're
I'm
hired.
+6 as well.
You're also hired.
Hey, all right, so I will be doing that. Zara will be like just kind of scouting ahead just a little bit, not too far up ahead of the party. She's like just kind of skipping a little bit and just pausing here and there to like look at certain tracks and stuff. And
That'll work. So go ahead and do that. You're despite this being the wilderness, cold really isn't your thing. Not like this, anyways. So that's a bit of a letdown, but you still know your way around, know to look for tracks, know to look for pitfalls, as does Griffith. But there's probably a bit of a disconnect. Everybody's new, as the group, and he could be like right behind you. About how far ahead would you say you are?
I would say probably a good 50 feet, 50 to 60 feet at least.
Okay.
Like I'm not too far away so I can see them, but far enough ahead where I can maybe see something out in the distance.
Okay.
Is it /RMM or it's been a minute for the dice roll ability?
No, for dice roller, you're going to roll. That's a great question. It is / LTG.
LTG space.
And then whatever it is you're going to roll, like 1d20 plus whatever, you're good to go.
Okay.
Folus is going to like sort of range out, just
in
sides,
AIDS.
maybe move aside a little bit. Do you need help with the tracking there, Zara?
There's a lot of clouds in the way. I wouldn't mind a second pair of eyes.
If someone's helping you, you should be able to roll with advantage.
And just to refresh in case nobody remembers it, Griffith has a wagon and draft horse, so he's like fully outfitted and stocked. So
also note, keep in mind you guys are in the mountains, so there's not going to be you guys aren't going to really have a whole lot of room of going like side to side. You're going to have to stick to trails that have either collapsed and have become trails, or that were cut because this is a common trade route sort of thing. So just as a heads up, you guys have kind of a narrow passage.
Is the forest impassable, or
there's no forest up here?
Oh, okay.
Those clouds are very low. I cannot see past them.
Well, then Folus will be in the back.
Sure.
Are we going? We're going into wilderness. We're not going on actual roads. Or
No, I don't
trail
care.
routes?
It is a trail. For a visual reference, Lord of the Rings when they are going through when they're going to the high pass.
Okay.
Stone, some
Securing my
dirt, a
wagon.
lot of snow.
Riding my
So
Lord
the
of the Rings.
the
So-
trail that we're looking for is like the way through the rocks and like not off a cliff.
Correct. Essentially, if you are here's the drawback that your company is facing. If you stick to the roads that you can see, you're not going to make it to where you need to go. But it's safe because that's where people, travel, make their way on the other side of the Cold Ridge mines out down towards Theria. You're going to bypass your target if you stay on those. So part of your task here at this point is to try and find the remains of another way around that kind of line up with the map that you have.
Okay.
But right here, these are commonly traveled roads, so you have enough room for a cart, and then every so often there's kind of a divot for passing, that has been etched out into the path itself. So that way, if they see a cart coming, they could pull over, wait, let somebody pass, and then keep going.
Do we have 2 carts, 2 wagons?
We have one that I know of, and then we've got several riding animals.
I thought Inara had one too.
Yeah, I have a cart, but if I know for sure, like we're not gonna. I mean, if we're gonna have to ditch them at some point, I don't know. I think it would be better to leave it at town instead. If we're not gonna stand, like instead of leaving it on the side of the road.
That would be a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, we'll assume you brought it with, and then later on you can decide what you want to do from there, however you see fit, because that would probably be a very logical character reaction. It's like, oh right, yeah, we've got plenty of storage space. Maybe when we get where we need to go, I can maybe offload this if we don't really need it, or whatever. It could become trade bait for something. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. And the idea that we have is there is some kind of route that has been established in the past and is kind of lost.
Yes.
But in theory, the route would have been passable to wagons and carts at some point.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
So Zara on her horse will be like, just keep going forward. It looks like it's okay for now. That's all I can see.
Wagons, yay!
Square the wagons.
So at this point, it's bitter cold for the first day of your trip. Something that has been helpful as you are out in the wilds, at this point near the tops of these peaks, where it is very cold, you can still hear the echoes of the Cold Ridge mines, those songs that they would sing when it was quitting time, essentially. And you can kind of hear that reverberate and echo occasionally throughout the peaks and canyons through here. At least it tells you're not far from civilization, even though you can't really quite pinpoint where it's at. So, but it is
Zara
helpful.
will be humming the tune along the way because she recognizes it as part of like a normal sort of background noise for her. So
sure. And actually, Rachel, out of character, it's a good point or a good mention that you mentioned the clouds. That is another obstacle that blocks, being able to see where this particular town is supposedly at. Normally you would get, okay, well, we're really high up, we'll just look down, and it's not that easy, unfortunately. The storm
all these
and
clouds are obscuring everything. Like we got the okay. Just keep going.
Okay, but you have reached a point where it is time to camp. The sun is setting, and obviously that means it's going to get much colder in the near future. We're going to assume that you stopped at a pullover point for wagons, so you have a little bit more room, and not everybody is directly on the road in case somebody happens to be barreling through for some reason. I will leave it up to you to assign who's on watch, how everything's going on, and engage in idle chatter if necessary.
All right, I can take.
Oh, go ahead.
I
Go
can
ahead.
take first watch. Does anybody want to join me?
I will take
Oh.
first watch.
Inara only needs 4 hours of sleep, so she'll take either first
Ditto.
or last.
Oh.
It doesn't. 4 hours of meditation.
That's very handy.
Oh, well, you know, the fair, well, superior in that sense of resting. What can you say?
So she'll sleep for the first
I
4 hours, and then she'll be
Didn't
up.
know. Okay.
Yeah, I will accompany you for the first watch if you don't mind.
Okay. And with this many people, I think we can have a nice rotation where not everybody has to take a watch every night. So we can get that sorted out. All right, let's set up camp then.
Who's going to set the
Okay.
campfire? You'll need survival for that.
Oh, I shall do
I
it.
can't use a spell.
If you want to blast away with your spells, go ahead.
So while she's doing that, I'm in the middle of preparing it, and what I kind of envision happening is her just going lit.
She cast
After all that work.
She cast create food and waiter.
Oh.
So Inara will guard wagons if you guys have to go off road.
Wait, what does the waiter look like?
I have to leave.
How many abs does he have?
He has 6.
Oh.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Okay, I do not actually have that fire spell, so never mind.
Okay. So Alamora there for a second. Looks like she's like, I've got this taken care of. Zara pauses and Alamora doesn't have it taken care of.
She does cast light for the person who wants to cast light the fire.
Oh, so useful, so I can see where I'm placing the logs that I need to light this fire with.
She just smiles.
And then just kind of like, that's okay, it's okay. I'll be right back, and then I'll just walk off and look for firewood.
So, what do you cast light on?
My hand.
Okay, so you just hold it up, kind of like a flashlight. That's fine.
You just hold the light.
So I will follow Zara so she can see where the firewood is.
Okay. So Rachel, then I need you to also give me another survival check, but this one you're going to need to get 17 or higher.
Okay. Negatory 13.
Which makes sense.
Too. Can I try?
You
I'm
sure
like,
can.
all the lights in the same way. My gosh, you're all over the place. Stop shaking.
I'm sorry. It's freezing.
The lights all like.
Oh.
I'm not signaling anything. Stop shaking.
I'm not trying to. It's just so cold.
Oh, Mike, I thought you said you got a 1. Oh, okay.
No.
I was like, no, not on a cliffside. No.
I critted on finding firewood.
Okay.
Very cool.
So, Folus, as you are going along, it's a little bit easier for you to climb certain ledges, given your centaur frame. And you quickly realize why there's a problem. There's just not a lot of wood up here in general, but you do end up finding like the remains of what was probably a tree at one point in time. It's old, obviously dead. So within a matter of breaking off some pieces and pushing the rest of it to the dead roots just to let go, you guys have the equivalent of, we'll say, 5 limbs from a tree, which they're not terribly big, and then the core of the stump, which would be equal to like 2 full-size logs. Not a whole lot, but it's something.
All right. Well, I bring it all back.
Excellent work.
What? Say it again.
Oh, excellent work.
Thank you. Trees are hard to find, yeah.
Out here, yeah. Quaid will go up to the firewood and he'll reach into one of his bags and pull out a tinder box and work on lighting up the campfire.
Okay. That'll work.
Yeah, Alamora is just shivering.
Okay.
I take off my first stole and I just kind of wrap it around her. Bear skin. We'll keep you warm, I promise.
Thank you.
I want it back though later.
Of course.
So, everybody at this point, I'll just say this much and then let me know what you're going to do. So fire started, not going to make you guys roll for that. It is starting to go. You make sure it's closer to the wall so it's not affected by the wind and blown out or whatnot, which helps. Because then its heat is actually heating the side of the cutout, which is something you guys could start leaning up against, and it's a bit more conducive to heat as it's transferring to the rocks. You just have to keep it up. Griffith, I'm going to assume the cooking utensils come out.
Absolutely. I brought along rations, but do I feel like there might be game that I can hunt in this area?
Yeah, that's the same
Well,
question.
given where you're at, the answer will always be yes. However, the game that you would find out here in the weather like this is either going to eat you, or it's probably going to be too small to be of much circumstance. Like maybe, rodents out in the rocks that accidentally got out from their cubby hole and are trying to find some place to hide. It's not impossible, but it would be rough.
So geography-wise, yes, but weather-wise, currently not great hunting weather.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be. It probably wouldn't be worth the risk.
May I roll survival to see if I can find some plants and things edible along the way as I'm looking for firewood?
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. I shall do so. 10. Oh my god, I rolled a crap tonight.
Nuts and berries
Middle road.
again.
Nuts and berries,
Oh, and
Yeah.
Rachel, you're in the wrong chat for rolls. Not that it's a
Oh.
big deal.
Oh yeah.
I'm in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
It should
D&D
be
rolls.
D&D rolls.
Oh, whoops. Okay, well, I'm glad it works on the other one then. My
Oh
bad.
yeah. I have it set up to the profile for Dungeons and Dragons, so it'll work in any of those chats. It's just
Oh, okay.
for
Well,
tracking
yeah,
purposes.
my bad.
You're
I didn't
good.
realize that.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I am looking for stuff to eat vegetatively along with it.
So you have found what are called ice vines. They look very similar to what is it? It's the those green it's a green plant life that people usually put around like the front of houses and whatnot.
Ivy?
Ivy. Kind
Ivy?
of like ivy, yeah.
Kudzu.
Could be
kudzu,
kudzu,
yeah.
but essentially something along those lines. It can be used. It only really grows here when it's typically this cold. So it's kind of like an anti-plant in a weird sort of way. It can be used for good seasoning, but not really to eat straight up. So if nothing else, you can help Griffith with doctoring up the rations.
Sure. Okay. Good enough. Something's better than nothing.
Sure.
Griffith actually has an excellent assortment of spices, so we're good on that as well.
I'm not going to assume.
But I think I will use a 3rd level spell slot for create food and water, and I will actually bring forth a bounty provided by the goddess for our food this evening. I'll save the physical rations that are preserved for emergency situations.
And who is it that you follow?
The goddess of the hunt. Let me see. What was her name?
Is it Dianthos?
Dianthos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Okay, so he takes a moment. He gives a blessing aloud. Not a loud one, but audible to anybody nearby. And right over the food, and like right adjacent to it, like on the stump that Folus went and harvest to use for additional wood later. Like there's some bread, there's some meats, there's obviously some drink, hearty but basic drink that you guys can have, which will be enough for your group. And benefit, it's already warm.
And then
I just found it. I can light a fire. Sorry.
and then Griffith will doctor it up with some salt and some pepper and some spices to make the bland food more appealing.
Okay, why don't you give me a cooking check then?
I just kind of like shake the bundle of herbs that I found. Look, you can use this.
Which stat do you want me to use for cooking? Do you want intelligence or
cooking
wisdom?
is your you guys have to remind me again. It's
Survival.
Okay, yes, but it's based off of your proficiency because he has the tools for it. If I remember correctly.
Oh, is it the cooking tools that you're using?
Yeah.
Right. Yep. So then I would use a stat as my base, and I get to apply my proficiency.
Proficiency. Yeah. So it would be survival.
Yep. So wisdom.
That was something that was like drastically different from the older versions of D&D. So that's one of the things that threw me off. Ooh.
21.
21.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So good roll. So he adds his own little spice bay, coming off and adding to the food. And immediately it starts smelling way better than it had before. So you will have to partake soon.
Smells amazing.
Well, the magic item that I selected is Heward's Handy Spice Pouch.
I love that one. Yes.
I told you it was good. You should see what he does at breakfast. It's crazy.
I am already grateful for the group that we've amassed. Earning your way already. Very impressed.
Obviously everybody partakes of the meal. The winds howl quite a bit in this area, and it does get louder as nightfall takes grasp. Thankfully, it's kicking up snow. It's not actually snowing, which would have made things worse. But with the fire, drink, and food in your gullet at this point, you are able to turn in. So we have Aaron Thor and Asonia on first watch, correct?
The A team. Well, part of the A team. There's a lot of us.
Well, I'll be the B team and pair up with Folus.
Okay. That'll work.
Yeah, volunteering you.
And and how many shifts do we have? The 2 or 3?
I think 3, but that's just me.
Yeah,
only 4 hours, so yeah. You're muted, Mike. I cannot hear you.
I was saying we could just do half nights each and switch nights.
I mean,
how many are we? 2, 4,
total.
6, 8.
8.
Oh, Jerome, what did we do with our previous companions?
They went with
Eldara.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I forgot.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a party.
I wanted to give Gryon like a big old bear hug before he left. Because I remember him. He's cool. But...
Oh.
Alamora also gave him a big hug, but probably not as big as
I'd be like,
as yours.
bring it in. Bring it in, my
Is
friend.
it
Yeah.
literally can't.
Yes, exactly.
Grounds. He was doing that thing cats do when you hug them and they're just like waiting for you to be done so they can leave.
Okay, so then only 2 shifts, and then I guess the other. So we have basically a total of 4 one night and 4 the other night. Is that how you're doing it?
No,
No,
sounds
we're
like a
gonna
Or we
we're
just do 4
gonna
shifts and
like
everybody pairs
not
up?
everybody has to do a shift every night.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you have 4 one
Yeah.
night, 4 the
So
next
half
night.
now.
Yeah,
half
yeah. So like 2 and 2, and then 2 and 2.
Okay, so then we've got Brittany, Abby,
Okay.
Rachel, Mike on this particular shift. Everybody else is off. Next time around, it's it'll be.
No, it's Brittany,
Hmm.
George.
Yeah,
Brittany
I was.
George.
Yeah.
I'm on the other night.
Okay, cool. So that will leave Griffith, Quaid, Inara, and Alamora the next night. Cool. Okay. Can somebody make a note of that? So
I'm
that
working
way,
on it because
Cool.
I'm actually looking at the party and trying to figure out if we can pair up like a fighter with a magic user or something like that on each shift.
almost
That would be
everybody is a fighter.
smart.
What are you
That's
talking
the
about?
thing. We have
Except me.
No, just saying, like,
No, I
yeah,
know.
we're all a fighter here in some way or another.
we have 5 tanks.
That's
That
a good
is-
thought.
That is a good
thought.
point. Yeah.
But so yeah, we're spreading out the war. What do we got? The warlock, the bard, and the cleric. And so I'm going to count Zara as a caster.
Jack of all trades.
Well, because you can cure, so you can cure wounds.
Master.
So pair you up with maybe Quaid in the future. Anyways,
What?
let's go on. We got
Sure.
tonight.
I'll surprise you.
So, first night goes by relatively well, aside from the biting cold and the lack of wood to keep the fire going. Everything else seems fine. Your animals obviously stay close. That helps a little bit, helps them, stay warm. And then everybody at that point packs what little needs to be packed back up, put it in their cart or your own backpacks, and you're back on your way.
In the morning before we get going, Griffith will use up the remainder of the food from the night before, because from the spell it's going to spoil anyway if it's not used in the 24 hours. But he'll use up the food from the night before to cook up some handy dandy little snacks that he'll pass out to everybody.
Breakfast burritos on the go.
Well,
There you go.
you can eat them now or eat them later, but when you do eat them, you get 2 temporary hit points.
Oh, dang.
So go ahead and roll
Free
again, then,
protein.
Griffith.
Okay.
Pardon?
I said go ahead and roll again.
Do you need me to roll for the feat? It's just the feature of the feat.
Well, you're cooking again, correct?
Right, but it's basically what the feat says.
Using leftovers.
Pick up treats.
Right. Yes, you'll still need to make the cooking check, and then once you've made it, the feat gives you the added feature.
Okay. Just a second. Well, 17.
Yeah, with a 6, it's going to be kind of hard to miss that unless you roll a 1. Okay, so yeah, so he's putting together like the last scraps of the meal and basically turning it into the equivalent of a breakfast burrito. Not terribly big, but it's enough to start your day with.
What is this, Griffith?
It's delicious.
I don't know that there's a real name for it yet. I haven't created my cookbook, but
It's like
I would,
wrapped up in a blanket, like rolled up.
in my land we make unleavened bread, and so it's a one-handed breakfast sandwich.
One-handed breakfast sandwich. And then she like just takes a big
Zara
bite and is like, "Whoa."
Zara
So
stuffs
cool.
the leafy stuff that she collected the night before into the burrito
Oh.
that she's given, and just takes a big old hunk of it.
So
the best word I've ever had.
so good.
So Rachel, as Zara does that, there's a zest at the end, much like when you get like winter fresh. So it's like a breakfast burrito. You're like, oh, fresh breath, specifically from the spices that you've thrown in.
Yep, that's okay. She's like, oh, even better than the next day. Okay.
So we're tracking again, trying to find our way. At this point, now you guys are gonna have to start looking for the potential road or a way down.
So I shall look. If you guys allow me, I will do survival.
Can I give you assistance to gain you advantage?
All the means, sure.
I will cast
And
guidance.
Zara kind of gets up and just kind of like, okay, you guys, we gotta look for the road now. We've just like these breakfast videos are amazing, but we gotta keep going, okay? So, right.
May Dianthos grant you the wisdom to see the path you're seeking, and I'll cast guidance on her.
Okay.
So that's add a 1d4 to the roll.
6.
Oh, nice. And she has advantage because Aaron Thor is assisting.
Mm-hmm. I'm providing the help action.
All right. So let me just do that one. Not that I need to do that. I have advantage. 20, and then you said I have a D4.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, LTP. 4. So technically, we have 26.
26. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, Jeff, that's plenty. You guys set back out at this point. The gods may be on your side currently as you make your way kind of around a pass. And the wind at this point has blown the snow enough and created drift that it has formed what appears to be the remains of a road that deviates from the road that actually takes you along the eastern side of the Splinterwind Mountains.
I will punch up and like, no, this is the direction. That's not the right way. Just kind of wave your hand.
Okay.
No, go this way.
Ooh, great spot.
So what does everybody do at this point?
Asonia? We go?
Yeah, I approve of the direction. That seems fine to me.
Okay. Dale, why don't you I think we still have find traps for rogues, correct? Or is it just perception checks now?
Just perception checks.
Okay. So why don't you give me a perception check then?
Okay.
Barbarians have danger sense.
Noted.
Just in case it's relevant.
Yeah.
They have danger sense. Yes.
19.
Okay. So as everybody starts to set forward, maybe it's because you're not familiar with cold weather at all, but maybe it's because of your roguelike nature. Something doesn't seem quite right on the road that you're starting to advance on.
Okay.
The snow's a little too perfect.
So then seeing that, he's going to hold up his hand and go, hold on. Something's wrong on the path. And he's looking around. Is there any like twigs or like rocks or stones that he can use to like toss onto the path ahead?
You could definitely do stones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zara will stop immediately when he says that. Like, wait, what are you talking about?
So he'll grab a few and looking at like the weird looking part of the path, he'll toss a few at once from his hand onto that part to see what happens.
Okay. So when you do, you see that they go in and there's a little bit of a delay. And then like that section of snow completely falls away to reveal that like there's just no path there.
Oh boy. Is it like a huge like divot or hole, or is it just like the edge of
Unfortunately, you're going to have to clear some of the snow, so it's going to require some probing first to see just how far out it goes.
Okay.
Just to clarify, when because I'm ahead of everybody in general, because from our previous situation, do I see him like do that number and then he just fall forward kind of in front of me?
Not
and I take a step back. I'm like,
not directly in front of you, but yes, in front of you.
Okay, yeah. So within like a few feet at that, and I'm like, oh, good spot. Okay, so I just kind of approach it a little bit. Well, it's down there, and I just look down.
Cliffside, as far as you can tell, but it just standing from where you're at. Basically, like when it hit, like that snow kind of broke, and it fell down. It hit snow below it, and then it just caused like a little bit of a, a slide where it kind of eventually evened out. It wasn't like a full-on avalanche, but there's enough of it there that's probably going to be a nasty straight drop.
Okay.
Yeah. How far is the distance between covering it, like one side to the other? Because we're gonna have to build a bridge of some sort.
Right now, you don't know. That's why I was explaining to Dale. You guys are gonna have to find a way to probe it first.
My apologies. Sorry.
You're fine.
I bought a shovel as part of my supplies. I'm gonna pull it out, and you guys are gonna see him pull it out of his saddlebag, Mary Poppins style.
Sweet.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Clearly, that's not a normal saddlebag. But yeah, he'll walk over and start using it to clear away snow at the edges of this hole.
I'm gonna look over at Quaid. I'm gonna say, do you think this was set intentionally, or do you think this is just how the snow was? It fell this way.
Could I tell that, Jerome? Like I would just think
you could
it's
try.
just
Anybody with a high survival should probably attempt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and roll that. $23.
Okay.
4.
Bolus got a natural 1. He's more focused on the cool factor of pulling out his shovel, from like nowhere. So like
this snow is fascinating.
From the back on his wagon, Griffith's got a 23 as well.
Okay. So you guys have got collectively enough, with exception of Folus. He's just going with the flow. It looks like what probably happened is the weather turned harsh at one point, and there was enough frozen pack that it was enough to suspend the ice for a bit, kind of like what happens on rooftops.
Okay.
And then if you just hit the right spot, a good chunk of it's just going to slide right off, just like.
So then with that, he'll be like, "This is natural. Like there's just enough snow in one spot, it'll ice over. But as you can see, it's not going to hold all of our weight. Got to find a way to get around this somehow."
Okay, that is good to know that we are not being hunted. At least not yet so far.
How wide is the space between the break-off?
That is what Folus is going to attempt to do.
I can't imagine how long it's been since somebody even traveled this way, so I don't expect they would have set traps for us or something.
No, you never know.
Could a small sound or something set this off ahead of us so that we can just set it off and then walk over it?
Anybody with a high survival want to answer that question? Mike, do you want to start working on the snowpack?
No, I'm sorry to say that you know what, life and nature has a way to be funny, and unfortunately, this is a funny nature thing. So you just Bolus here is gonna look at this. We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Do you need help, Folus?
Well, are we talking about? So what are we saying? The road goes on, and this is across it, like a gap in the.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, potentially. Clearly, you're not going to be able to do anything about the other side. But what you're trying to do is clear a way to find out, like, okay, how far does this go out? Like, how far do you actually have stable land?
All right. Well, I guess I get to it.
Yeah. So you gingerly start, kind of tapping like in front of you, making sure that you can test it, and then start like, shoving the snow off and, off the way. Zara had maybe 5 more feet and she would have dropped. So as far as you can tell, you might be able to clear up some more if you, maybe hit it with, it's dangerous, but maybe hit it with a ranged spell to try and loosen up or get the ice pack to go, or if there's something larger you could throw that way to cause more of a collapse to come down so you could see it.
Do you want me to try and hit it?
I could try to hit it as well.
You want to be far from it.
I can be far from it.
I could be 20 feet from it.
I can be 120 feet from it.
Ooh.
So, Folus is. I'm gonna try my spell. So dramatically, what he's gonna do is he's gonna like start calling out, like like Bluto in the swamp in Labyrinth, where he like that echoey yell.
Yep.
So he's gonna do that and rear up on his back hooves, and he's gonna come down, and I'm gonna cast Shatter on the area.
Okay. I don't think it does any specific damage, does it?
Well, it does.
It does thunder damage.
Yeah.
It does basically thunder damage, and it gets any basically non-biological material gets disadvantaged to the con save to not take the damage. So it's a blast.
So go ahead and roll your damage in.
It's also audible to like 300 feet, right?
As he's doing this, if there's snow and stuff, can I see if there's any kind of avalanche that's going to happen or movement with the snow and stuff that happens on these mountains?
You guys are in a zone that snow will come down, but since you're closer to the peak, it's not super dangerous, but you probably will want to stand back. It's not like a whole mountainside's going to come down on you.
Yeah, I'm not going to do this while anybody's anywhere near the danger zone. It's gonna be
I didn't think you would, but I'm just saying, I'm just covering my bases because you know what? Sometimes accidents happen and we don't realize it.
We did hear you say goggles, everyone, so we're just making sure.
14 damage.
Okay. So he does that, lets out kind of that echoey howl sort of thing, slams down, and you hear a loud thunderclap just as he connects. Rock and like that whole side of the snow just immediately starts coming down. The good news is you can see how far distance-wise you're going to need to go. The bad news is it's like 60 feet.
To get across like the ravine thing?
Yes.
Oh.
60 feet. Damn.
Anyone know how to build a bridge?
And it's
not like this.
Does it look to be a natural ravine, or does it look to be?
No, it at first glance, especially given the fact that there's snow and other stuff here, and the if this is the route you're looking for, it hasn't been used in some time. That's probably what caused it. It just broke up through some sort of maybe tectonic shift.
I was just going to say, like in Sylvan, he's
flying across doesn't help us, does it?
But I can take a rope over there.
Right. I was just going to say, could you fly over and we'll get a rope to you?
What good is a rope going to do with a group like this?
Well,
it's a start.
Well, there's not enough wood around to build a bridge. We could. I don't know. It's the only thing I could think of that will get across the ridge.
May I look around and
try
see if there's any
overgrow some like plants that we can cross?
Is there a way we could find another path rather than trying to find a way across?
That's,
well, if
I'm looking around over there.
If we want to bring the wagons and the horses, we're going to need to find a way around.
Right.
Okay. So apart from the ravine, can I look around, just kind of see if there's potentially a path that's been carved away? Because I'm sure we're not the only persons that have experienced this, but I know it's been a while.
What you're gonna have to do is walk back the way you came and to the fork in the road, and then walk down that side a little ways to see if there's anything that could be used to like help you get up and over.
How far away is it from that fork in the road? Is it like 10 minutes? 15
We'll say
minutes?
it's like 5 minutes. It's not terribly far.
Okay.
So if you're gonna scout it out, you'll probably be gone maybe 20.
Okay, so I shall do that. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look back at that sign at the fort because clearly nobody can cross a ravine without a bridge and shit. So I'll be right back.
I shall accompany you. It is best we should stick together.
Oh, sure. I don't mind in your company.
Hey, thank you. And then, yeah, it shall be fun.
Watch out for ice.
That's okay. No ice here.
Does Misty Step go farther if you upcast it?
No.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's 30 feet max. All right,
It's a misty step,
I will
not
go
a
with
misty
them
two-step.
and
Okay, so you guys are going around. I'll have you roll in just a second. Those of you who are not scouting and staying put, what are all of you doing?
Well, just generally alert to the surroundings, but it didn't seem like a man-made trap, so not necessarily wary.
So just waiting.
But yeah, keeping the horse and wagon under control, and
Sure.
That's what Griffith's doing.
Okay.
Quaid will be on watch, looking around just to make sure that there aren't any like creatures waiting to pounce on us or something.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, same with Folus. He's walking around.
So just kind of backed up a little bit, so giving yourself some more room at that fork, and just staying on the ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
That works.
I'm gonna meditate, see if maybe, I don't know, inspiration strikes or something.
Alamora is using her minor sensation and is warming up her hands.
Okay.
With her magic.
Yep. Noted. Zara is putting her hand between the pillows.
because
Those aren't pillows.
it's warm enough. Natural pillows. Natural.
Oh, Alamora would have given you back your fur coat.
Oh, that's cool. It's not a coat. It's just more of a stole like kind of thing that she attached to
Your
her
scarf thing.
her overcoat kind of deal. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So when she gives it back to her before she leaves off, she'll snap it back into place.
Okay. So at this point, Quaid, why don't you give me a perception check?
Okay.
Got to keep those peepers peeled.
Yeah. 22.
All right.
Gotta hope these rolls continue in combat.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't Aaron Thor and Zara give me survival checks as you look for another route.
See, my survival is not great, but I can give you aid, so that way you can roll with advantage.
25.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what did Rachel get? 20. Oh, geez. Okay.
25.
So you guys, actually take a little bit further, just to be sure. And you get actually a very serene look, as the wind has died down at this point, of the cloud cover that sits on the east side of the mountain range. It covers what from here likely parts of Theria and the remaining Karakanot kingdom. But when you look around, there are paths that goats might take, but there's nothing here that you would want to bring yourselves, let alone the cart, up on.
What do you think? I mean, and just kind of look around. Just in some ways, you see her intermittently just kind of pausing to enjoy the breeze on her face and stuff, and like, oh, this is natural. But I'm not sure. I mean, did we take the gold path? The gold path? I mean, it seems like okay. I can't cross the ravine. Like, there's nothing for us to put across there. The stuff that we have with us.
I agree. Well, with this is beautiful scenery. This place is gorgeous. I love this. I do have an idea. I don't know how. I could attempt to make us a bridge by breaking the rocks and getting it to fall into the ravine. But
That's a long way. I mean, that's like 60 feet. I mean, can you do that?
I have this special hammer. I could give it a go.
Well, I mean, a special hammer is great, but I know that doesn't tell me anything.
I think I could give it a go, and if it does not work, then perhaps the best way across would be we would need to leave the carts and things behind. But I would hate to do that to the animals and things. But it is like
that seems okay. So you know that. Okay, so all right, Jerome, can I ask how far do we see this like the water like underneath past? Like, did it seem to go off in a distance and trail off into some sort of river lake situation, or
there's no water. It's just continue.
it's just a gap?
Yeah, it's a mountainside gap that probably happened because part of the cliffside broke.
Did we when we were up there? Did I mean, I don't know if you're well intelligent to see this or not, but did I see if there was any sort of like connection on either side of the ravine at some point in the distance?
Oh, you mean like where the road picked up from?
Well, no. So we're at this ravine. There's a gap. There's no way across. Is there? How long does this ravine go? And I guess I'm trying to understand. Like, is there any way to see that there's an end to cross it?
Okay. So it's not a ravine.
On either side.
Yeah, it's not a ravine. This is a cliffside that is broken down. To your immediate left is air. It's that's the side of the mountain.
There's no connection. There's something that's okay.
Yeah, so this was all built into the face of the mountain at one point in time, and tectonic shift, or maybe too much of the cold at one point, and it just eventually collapsed. And this part of the route, no one's ever gone back to fix or repair for any reason.
But this looks like something that I might be able to use the hammer to get us a path, like across.
Basically causing a rock slide of some form, yeah.
A controlled rock slide. That doesn't sound dangerous at all.
Terrifying. Okay. So I look back at
this is where you need your earthbenders.
Just looking back at him, like, I don't think that we can. I see no way, but on either side of it, and this, like, I don't know how to get across at this point. I don't know. 60 feet. I mean, we can't carry this cart and all these people. Like, I don't know what you suggest.
It isn't. I'm under the impression that I don't know. I think we could give it a try. We could trust two Dianthos to create the path for us ahead. But if it fails, then we'll just have to leave the carts and the animals behind. I guess.
That's not ideal. I mean,
Yeah.
oh gosh, I really don't want to do that.
So while you guys are debating that, Quaid.
Yeah.
As you are looking around, in the distance, again, it's if the situation wasn't quite so awkward, this would actually be an idyllic view. Like you're above an ocean of cloud below. It's cold, obviously,
right.
But there's no wind blowing around. It's not disrupting the white snow. In actuality, because it's not the snow isn't blowing, you can actually see for miles. Like you've got the ability to see a good bit of distance.
Gotcha.
And in the distance, on the other side, because basically it's like you've got like mountains that kind of overlap. They cause canyons and crevasses and whatnot along the base.
Okay.
You end up seeing kind of an orange, reddish, yellow glow, but it's very faint.
Okay.
But
so
it
when
stands out because it's against white.
Okay. And like how high up? So this is then above the cloud cover that I'm seeing, like kind of underneath.
High, not quite as high as you guys are, but above the cloud cover.
Okay. And up, like this is like super distant, like a mile or two away or something. Okay.
Yeah.
So then he's looking at this, and then he points slowly out towards it and goes, "Anybody tell me what that is?" As he's just pointing at the thing.
Alamora will look.
Okay.
I will also look.
Yeah, if you asked a question, Griffith would look.
Okay. Everybody who's going to go take a look, give me a perception check. Anybody have any sort of
perception
goggles or telescope?
I'm going to spend a blood point.
Oh, good point. Gotcha.
Spyglasses are 1,000 gold. It was not on my shopping list.
Okay. Perception. What's that? 18. Gee.
I forgot that my perception sucks. Oh, and I rolled really. Oh no, I didn't.
So.
Oh, I still rolled really bad. Never mind.
Poor Mike.
I thought it was a
You
failure.
rolled appropriately. You rolled appropriately.
I didn't need a spyglass.
14.
Natural 20.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh wow. How come we don't have an image for a nat 20?
We do. I have to adjust the bot. I wasn't.
Oh, because
I was
has
busy
a plus
working on.
6.
Yeah, I was working on everything else. I need to make sure it takes that into account, but then also, if you roll the actual natural 20, it says critical.
Right.
It will say it right now if you don't put anything on there and you roll a natural 20. So I need to get the AI to say, "Hey, give me this update to the code now, pronto." And it will tell, and it will turn around and tell me, "Oh, hey, great catch." All right, so Matt is the only one that gets this. Really, just kind of looking off in the distance, and around that color, the color seems to move a little bit, almost as if it's flame, maybe a torch. In the middle of the day. The shape is humanoid, but it's really hard to make out what exactly is there. And the way this glow is coming off, like maybe they're holding the torch low. Again, odd positioning, but it does seem to be some sort of fire source.
So with the success of my roll, can I get an idea of distance so I can judge the size of the humanoid?
Your best guess is because you guys can see, much further where you're at. Probably 2.5, maybe 3 miles.
So bigger than Aranthor or smaller than Aranthor?
Not enough detail to determine that.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm guessing it's 2 to 3 miles off. And I see the shape of a humanoid. And perhaps they're carrying a flame, but not necessarily a torch. Not like you'd carry a torch high. But that's about as much as I can make out at this distance.
Maybe we split up a little and go see if we can get a closer look.
It's really far.
Yeah.
Where else are you
Now,
going to
Jerome,
go from here?
I have bullseye lanterns. Would the light that I see be similar to like a bullseye lantern or a lantern in general?
Maybe.
Okay. So perhaps he's
That would be
carrying
something
a
you would carry at
lantern.
that would be something you'd carry at a lower positioning sometimes. Mike is muted, but he is animated.
So
Are they looking across the gap, or
Yeah.
are they looking on our side of the gap?
No, across the gap.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait.
Okay.
yeah, then we're not going to go look at him really.
That's fine. It's just you spotted something off in the distance.
Which direction of travel? Can I tell if they're walking towards us,
Uh,
side to side from us, away from
no,
us?
they are on the west side of the mountains, but in the direction that you would be going if they were on the same
Right.
side of the mountains.
Right, but are they facing us, coming towards us, or are they passing side to side across
you can't
us?
see. Yeah, you can't see enough detail.
Not enough.
Yeah, and you can't see enough of the road to determine if that's going to eventually intersect with this or whatever have you. And thank you for the follow. Okay, so Aranthor and Zara come walking back around. Zara a little flustered at perhaps something that Aranthor had said that didn't seem to make sense.
What'd you find?
We did find there are paths that will take us through the ravine, but they are not wide enough to take the horses and the carriages. We will have to leave them behind. I have an idea. I don't know if it is a good one, but we could attempt to create a rock slide that would give us enough distance across that we would be able to take the carts and horses. It would be loud, but it is an option. It's either that or we go the goat paths or we find another way, perhaps.
And even the goal paths didn't seem to lead anywhere specifically. Like, it seems like we're gonna run into the same problem no matter where.
How would you be making the rock slide?
I have this a special hammer, and I'll kind of just like toss it up and catch it. I'm trying to remember where I got it from, but it is very powerful because I can do this, and he'll toss it out over the ravine, and then it comes back to his hand.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
fancy.
Wow.
Fancy.
Mm.
Jerome, the distance across the ravine is 60 feet, right?
Yes.
What about the depth? How far down is it?
Unsafe. You got a bunch of snow and well, you know what? No, I should keep it vague. You guys can see it now thanks to the shatter. The drop off is at least 100 feet.
Okay.
That is unsafe.
The cliffs of insanity.
But
Yeah,
Jerome, there,
and I posted the picture of the hammer that he's using in the chat.
Yeah, that's really cool.
but there is enough, like there is a spot, like there's enough rock where I could go and essentially make a rock slide with, right, Jerome?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And you don't even have to like walk up and hammer it. You can do it at range.
Yeah.
I mean, if we just get out of the way, doesn't seem like we've got anything else. Does anybody think we shouldn't?
What about potential fallout down below? If there's caves where people live or something further around that's going to get blocked by the rocks.
So when she says that, I'm going to go over to the edge of the ravine and just look. Are there anything that could indicate there's any sort of dwelling of any situation
Cloud cover.
on the bottom part?
Yeah, cloud cover.
Can't see through it.
Yeah, unfortunately, you guys are too high. Too high. You just can't see through it.
Anyone
Well-
at the base of a cliff should be ready for rock slides. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So I just kind of look over. I'm like, look, unfortunately, you can only really actually take a gamble on that because you can't see anything down below. Like, there's nothing near. I mean, the clouds are too thick, like I said earlier. But anyway, you just have to take a risk. I mean, if we're trying to do this, unfortunately, who would live down there? I mean, come on.
Yeah. And we also did just send a bunch of rocks and snow down there anyway, so they are, well, if there is people even down there, they would be well
We see them
alerted.
scrambling like ants who covered up their hole. I mean, come on.
Well, we do know there's at least one individual several miles away. Hopefully, they're not a giant. This is potential giant territory as well.
You saw a person?
How do you
I
know?
saw a humanoid shape. They seem to be walking. They seem to be carrying fire. 2 to 3 miles away across the ravine.
Blade points at it.
Oh, you saw the outline of that type. Yeah, that's a giant. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, they live over there on the other side, so we won't be hurting them.
But don't we need to get to the other side?
Aren't spider giants bad though?
Some giants are hospitable. Some can be evil, but I can speak giant. If we run into some of my more larger cousins, I could perhaps attempt to talk to them.
Yeah. Wait, do you speak giant? I'm sorry if you said that. I missed it.
Yes, I am giant kin. Distant.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of
Oh.
like. Yeah.
The more you know.
Yes. Yes, it is a guttural but beautiful language. But yeah, but it is an option. Other than that, we will have to find another way through or trust to the goat tracks. But like Zara has said, they do not seem like they will yield as much.
They're not passable. They're not. I mean,
Oh.
we looked and no, I'm sorry. There's apparently nobody's gone around this area in a really long time.
So,
Okay.
Igor, you
Mention-
gonna make a roll?
We could.
Or, go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say we could backtrack and get the materials we need to build a construction across it, but that would take considerable.
You know
time.
how long that would take?
Well,
Ugh.
we also had a hard
We're
time
on a
for
mission. We cannot. Sorry.
But yeah, I will. I'm gonna go up to the horses first, and I was going to like just kind of pat their faces and just kind of whisper to them using my speech of the woods. I was going to let them know like it's going to be a little loud, but do not be scared. We are creating a path forward. Just so that way they don't get spooked.
And don't you
before-
ride a great elk?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have
So-
some horses and we have 2 great elk.
Yeah,
So when he
I-
does that, I will do similar
I
in
resemble that
horses
right
that are around, not just my horse, but as well. Do speak with animals and just like calming them.
Sure.
Like, look, we're going to be trying something different. Just don't worry. We'll be with you the entire time.
Mhm.
Just pet them and make sure that they're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
okay, Seamus. Shh.
We'll back-
Seamus's reply is just like, ah.
Scottish horse. But yeah, we'll get everybody back a
So,
decent amount, and I
obviously, you can't miss a mountain, so I'm not going to make you roll to strike.
will. That is a load off my mind.
And then Roland with the ravine.
Just go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that is.
That would have been a campaign-long inside joke.
To be fair, the atmosphere it is.
You didn't just miss a bar. You missed the whole mountain. And you were standing next to it.
Is you were looking at me and it was throwing me off. Okay.
How could you miss? It was 3 feet in front of you.
Oh,
I
I know,
tried-
right?
No, I'm getting like the. I'm
11 inches too long.
Yeah, I'm getting 20 feet back. I'm getting the full like the
Sure.
my minimum range. That way, yeah, I don't want to be near the rocks when they start falling.
Right. That's fine.
But yeah, so that is it's 2d8 when I throw it. Does it get more than that? Let's see. Okay. No, yeah. No, I get more if it is a giant. Sorry, cousins. So that is 14 points of damage.
Okay. So you spin it, wind it up, and then lob that bad boy at the side. Loud clang and a thunderous strike as you hit it, and you start to see as you strike the side of the mountain, you can see that there's a large rock that is boulder at this point that you've connected with, and you've started to wedge it free.
Mm. And is that the one that I think is going to fit best into this little to make a bridge for us, or
It will, yes.
okay?
Is that the one that's conflicted?
Yes, that is the one that is conflicted.
I
Okay.
thought so.
Yeah,
The boulder is over his conflicted feelings, and now we'll bury you in a rocket ledge.
Oh yeah, brother. All right, so yeah, I'll continue the demolition. I guess is
Roll damage again.
smash. Yep.
Can I assist with an Eldritch Blast? It's force damage.
Sure.
I mean, yeah. Trying to pick up everything. That makes sense.
Yeah, so Almora seeing Aranthor do all this, she's gonna help break up the rock.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I got 12 on the second strike.
Okay. Alamora, go ahead and give me a damage roll.
So I get 2 of these. So here's 1. 7. And then 1 more. And 9.
Okay. So you hit, bam, and then she throws out some eldritch bolts, peppers it up, and at that point you start to see, like, you can hear like the gravel and everything starting to give, and it comes down, and it ends up resting, like wedging in between the road. The pathway just kind of goes.
Perfect.
Now,
Hey,
it's going to take some work to get the wagons over, but that's just work.
Hey, we did it. Good job. I'll put my
Yeah.
hand out for a high five.
And
Yeah.
she like jumps up. Ugh.
The wrecking crew. Yes, this is amazing. We have toppled the mountain. Now we must get them across.
Sarah just kind of skips and just like, oh, thank you so much. All right, let's do this. And she'll start directing her horse and everybody else across.
Okay. So without wasting any
Carefully.
more time, it takes up a total of 3 hours to get past this with the carts. Partly because you have to kind of wedge it up and around so they can kind of climb, and so somebody has to be back and push it into place, sort of thing. But you eventually get it.
I could do that. I've got giants or a powerful build that I count as large when it comes to carrying, lifting, and pushing and dragging stuff.
There you go.
Same here.
Sweet.
I will emphatically pat him on the back. Oh, you're so great. Thank you so much.
You're so strong.
Teamwork. It makes the dreams work.
Not these dreams, but you could.
I don't know what you mean, but we'll talk about it later.
Of course you don't.
All right.
Part of your charm.
Okay, so you can tell now that you're going, of course you're having to like brush the snow out of the way as you go. That's taking additional time because you're trying to be careful and making sure you don't run into another broken area in the path that's been carved into the side of the mountain. And you can tell that this pathway is in disrepair. Because when you get to another one of those turnoffs, there's obviously some rubble there too. The turnoff is still there, but it hasn't been maintenance to anything. Nobody's pushed the rocks off or claimed it for something else. So it's kind of littering that way, and it doesn't allow you to use it in the way you had hoped. By the time from the second, when it gets to nightfall at this point, you do manage to get further down. You're about halfway down the mountainside at this point. You do find a turnoff that only has a couple rocks that's left over, so you can kind of push those off to the side with minimal effort, or use it as a fire pit, repurpose them. But nightfall has come again.
So Alamora, as soon as it's nightfall, I'm ready to take watch. She goes, so who's going to take a watch with me? First watch.
I had put together a list and I put in the Discord chat.
Okay.
I didn't know if you guys wanted to go with that. Splits the group up into 2 night shifts.
So
Plus it puts, hitters and casters together anyway.
Right.
Because Aaron Thor's his own healer, and
Oh, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think that sounds
where
right.
did you post? Is that in the
It's in the Dungeons and Dragons chat.
Dungeons and Dragons chat, on Discord.
So for this group,
am
we
I missing
have
something? Because I don't see that.
It's above the hammer.
Dungeons and Dragons Discord chat.
Do you not see the chat?
Facebook?
Yeah, you're in there.
No, Discord.
No, Discord.
Okay, so no, I'm not seeing that.
It's
I see D&D rolls, I see D&D notes, and I see
Dungeons and Dragons. It was the one where you were rolling in it before.
Well, okay, so if you only just posted the hammer, like, am I supposed to be seeing something else?
Just
right
above the
before
hammer.
that.
Do you see
Above
what
that,
Phyllis
the
might
white box.
posted?
Oh, okay. Sorry, did not realize. Okay.
Yeah, Rachel.
Yes, I see it. Damn. Fuck, there you go. No, I'm like, that's not where I was expecting to see the list. Sorry,
Oh,
my
yeah.
bad.
Nope, no worries. We found it. All good. So first watch is Quaid and Griffith.
Yep.
Second is Asonia and Inara.
Yep.
So
Okay.
where we're where we're effectively having short sleep nights every other night, are we going to be affected by fatigue in the short term?
Not currently, but maybe yes. For the time being, no.
To avoid that, will we need to have 3 shifts to make to make that more efficient, to where everybody's getting a full rest?
Yes.
I believe
Unless
so,
the
yes.
elves, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I only need 4 hours, so
Mhm.
any shift is fine.
Cool. I'll let you guys hammer that out for next game. Right now, I'm not
Mhm.
too worried about it. So first shift, nightfall hits, and we have Quaid and Griffith. Give me your perception checks.
And with that check, he is going to use a psychic energy die to increase the roll. It's something that he can do. Give me just a second.
Well, all right then.
Griffith is not going to use a psychic energy die because he doesn't have one.
He's
And
just
so
gonna
my
cook.
roll is a 16. Yep.
Total of 14.
All right. All right. So, as you guys are keeping your eyes peeled, making sure that there is, the fire still going as best as possible.
Alamora does start the fire this time.
It was
Okay.
always burning since the world's been turning.
Oh.
I'm sensing minus XP coming.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Jerome.
No.
I'm so
Hey,
sorry,
that
Mr.
was
Jerome.
that was a great song, and the remake was also good.
I don't know if I heard the remake, but
Neither are period correct, though.
Who's to say what period this is?
Gary Gygax.
all right. So, as you guys are both keeping watch, everybody kind of huddled back again. Same sort of tactic, keeping close to the wall to for the additional warmth and, of course, to stay off the road proper. So what do we have here? Let me take a look at your rolls. So we have Dale with a 14, Matt with a 16. So Matt, as you're looking around, you guys have been relatively quiet, occasionally making a little bit of idle chit chat with one another. That you don't really have a whole lot in common just yet. You're still kind of new with one another. It's, more along the lines of like, this is a heck of a trail, still really far to go down, like just menial stuff about the environment. But Griffith, as you're looking around, at the top of the peak that you guys came from, so near the fork, but like towards the top of the peak, you end up seeing light coming from it again. But this time it's not nearly as far away as it was before. You're probably like a mile and a half back, and at nighttime, so it's, black backdrop with the light illuminating the figure at this point.
Oh, we did make a lot of noise. But it's now behind our travel. It's
Correct.
back. And before it was in front of us.
In front and to the west. Eventually, even without being prompted, Quaid sees it as well.
Yeah, we'd be doing the kind of silent, letting him know to look that way. I see the figure, but it's behind us now. Still carrying the fire.
Can you tell how far away it is?
Perhaps 1.5 miles, based on size and where we were on the path when we came around that bend and have traveled this far.
What do you think odds are that it's following us?
Well, we made a hellacious noise.
It's true. Think it's worth waking the others to show him?
Well, maybe our leader. See what she wants to do about it.
Good call. He'll sit up and head over to Ausonia and then kind of gently nudge her shoulder and see if she wakes.
Yeah, I'll wake up.
Why don't you give me a wisdom save, Sonia?
Quaid gets a knife to the throat.
You're going to need to get 15 or higher.
18.
Okay. So she was almost about to say something, like she was dreaming something in her sleep, and it was a very active dream. But she's got control of herself. Just kind of hisses real quick as she realizes, "Yep, I'm still in the cold."
Everything okay?
Griffith and I are seeing that figure that we saw earlier with the lantern, but it's behind us and it's about a mile and a half off. Like it's getting closer. Might be following.
Wait, I thought it was on the other. Wait, it wasn't on the
Strange,
other
right?
side, and we're now on the other side again.
Yeah.
That is really strange. You can't tell what it is.
Still too far, and it's dark now. What do you want us to do?
It's just the one, right? No additional lights?
Just seems to be the one. Haven't seen anything else.
Show me.
All right. He walks back over to Griffith, points out the figure in the distance.
Do I glean anything from
Give me a perception check.
observation? Okay.
There, you can see the fire that it's carrying. And once you can see the fire, you can make out its outline behind it.
17, Jerome.
Okay. So as you kind of peer and you look, it helps that they kind of told you a little bit about what you saw. And as you look closely, you can actually see the fiery glow coming from the figure is actually a jack-o'-lantern.
So the lantern that it's holding
Was not a lantern.
is a jack-o'-lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like head height or is it like carry height?
Possibly carry height. Based upon the light that's kind of coming off the figure, yeah.
Are jack-o'-lanterns a thing that we're aware of?
Mm-hmm.
They are?
Mm-hmm. Celebrated at solstice, aka Samhain.
Cool.
Not that you would know a whole lot about it.
That looks like a really strange lantern, like a face.
Does that mean we should worry?
I have no idea. It's definitely not normal. Jerome, I don't make out any additional figures, right?
No.
Just the one.
Right, correct, just the one. But given the height, the person's either really tall or they're on horseback.
I think how long have you been watching it?
I only saw it before we woke you up. It hasn't been that long.
Can we tell about how fast it's coming at us?
It's not coming at you.
Oh, it's stationary.
Yeah, it's just there as if it's observing.
And it's about a mile away,
Mile
as
and a
far
half.
as we could tell.
Mhm.
Mile and a half.
How much light are we giving off? Like, I know I can see in the dark.
In
Same.
actuality, given the fact
Same
that
here.
the fires kind of died down a little bit, and again, you're not directly on the road. You're in that roundabout or divot or whatever you want to call it. Not a lot.
So the fact that it's potentially observing us means that it has some way to identify
Correct.
where
Good
we're
guess. Yep.
at.
I'd rather we went to meet it than wait for it to catch up to us. Do you think it's worth waking the rest of the group?
If it's hostile, then we'll need everybody, just in case. Did you expect anybody to be coming after this group? You're sure you're not holding anything back?
I think it would.
All right.
Well, technically, we know it's there. By the fire it's carrying, we could see it coming.
This is still first watch, right, Jerome?
Yeah.
It in some way, if it is observing us, it in some way has a means to see or sense us over this distance. We're not giving off a lot of light for it to view us by.
If we
I would
stay,
think-
okay.
Yeah, I was going to say I think if we keep observing it, we can pick a place better to encounter it when we're more ready for it.
Could do that. Wait till it gets closer, if it does. And then when it gets close enough, wake everyone up. See what it wants.
Okay. I'll stay and watch with you, and then we'll see if anything changes. Then we'll wake the group.
All right.
And then eventually you just see it kind of vanish behind the mountain somewhere.
Great.
Well, who knows? We'll keep watching.
Right.
Go ahead and get your rest. I'll wake an additional person to take over because I'm on second watch. So yeah,
That
I'll
works for
just
me.
wake somebody else to be our third pair of eyes.
Okay.
Probably one of the people that only need 4 hours.
Is that an elf thing?
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous.
Yeah, it's a full-blooded elf thing.
Okay.
Huh.
Do we have one of those?
I think the Eladrin count.
Yeah, the Eladrin, I guess, are
Mhm.
elves.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
for that purpose, yes.
the next shift goes by uneventfully, outside, of course, nothing left for the fire. The wind has picked up again a little bit. It's not stormy, but it's breezy, so it's dropping the temperatures back down and making it, pretty. I mean, it's already cold. There's uncomfortably cold, and then there's irritatingly uncomfortably cold. So pick your poison, really. Right now, it's uncomfortably cold, and then you set back out, making your way back down, getting everything back together, making your way back down the road, essentially. And eventually, it starts evening out. You've already made it through the cloud cover. You're making some decent progress as you are, keeping the snow pushed away and continuing on. You end up making it a good, probably another 7 to 10 miles at that point, and just keeping a steady pace, to the point that you actually start to see the ground. And the descent is gradual, and eventually you do hit a couple switchbacks. Given that the cliff face at one point is a bit too sheer. Eventually you start coming down, and you come into what appears to be a valley.
Once we get past that point, can I do a survival check or something to see if there's a path or any sort of trail or any sort of just
Of course.
walkway in general?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And do you guys tell us about the thing that you saw in the middle of the night?
I wasn't there, so.
Yes.
Okay. Jerome, could I roll like a history check or a religion check to see if I know what a jack-o'-lantern might signify?
In that context, you definitely can. But let me take a look at the sheet real quick.
Yeah, I'm not from this world, so maybe it might not be something that I just absolutely just don't know. But I was thinking, just on the off chance.
20 total.
I was thinking
Noise.
the other way. Can those of us who know something of the Feywild get a shot at that?
Yeah.
Anybody who has knowledge of the Fae can give it a shot. We're going to be looking for. I will accept Arcana, or I will accept
Well, I rolled
religion.
survival, but
Religion is doable, but I'm going to count it as a higher difficulty. So for religion, if you're going to get anything, you're going to need 18 or higher. Arcana, you'll need 15 or higher.
Good Lord. I already have a 0 bonus on knowing anything, but dude.
all right.
Failure.
So,
All right, Arcana.
does
That's
my
my third
20
one tonight.
do nothing, or I guess confused?
So
No, he's-
Rachel, you were rolling for survival.
Oh,
They're asking for something else.
okay.
Against Arcana and the mention of jack-o'-lantern, I got a 19.
Against religion, I got a 16. I didn't make it.
Okay.
I was just one off with
Okay.
my Arcana check, so I got a 14, not 15.
That's okay. Mike was off by 17.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
But who's counting?
I know.
Can I use guidance on myself? Then I can make it.
Yeah. But not right
Zara. So Zara, it's actually a good thing that you stopped and started looking around, because once you got off of the road, there's just growth. It's like it's grass, it's just covered ground. It's clear nobody's had a need to use this road for a good while. So it's, you would assume, okay, here's where it's probably going to start. And then, you kind of look around and you have to push the grass around a little bit to figure out, like, where is this actually going? And then you do eventually find a completely overgrown trail that goes further into the valley.
I am being very unceremonious about it. I'm kicking vines. I'm pushing shit. I'm ripping off everything out. I'm like, this whole number of like, no, 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 no. And and she's coming back with this. Her clothing is a bit more frazzled than ever, And she's like, okay, I've reached a path, and I've cleared it for you so we can get through there. Don't fuck it up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so
yeah.
Matt got this, right?
Yeah, I got a 19 against the 15 Arcana.
All right. So Matt,
the concept of jack-o'-lantern.
You have, based on what you think you saw, of course, you have very little to work with. That's confirmed. As I mentioned to Brittany, you already know kind of like what jack-o'-lanterns feature. It's a solstice sort of thing, to celebrate Samhain. But the other reference, the one that you think is probably much more accurate, is that was a Dullahan. And the Dullahan are essentially from myth. They are essentially the headless horseman. And what you would
I'm not saying. Oh,
and what you would know, specifically, is they are specifically the minions of Magain, the goddess of death.
Now, I'm not saying this is what it was we saw, but where we are nowhere near the solstice on the calendar, there is a possibility that what we saw was a Dullahan, a horseman with no head who carries a jack-o'-lantern in its place. And they are the minions and hands of Magain, the goddess of death. But I don't
involuntarily look at Follis.
I don't know.
it's involuntary, just like Lance. I'm sorry.
Drum, can you spell the goddess of death's name?
Yes, I'm going to put it in Discord.
Thank you.
But as I said, I'm not saying that's what it was, but the information that we have fits the description.
And it was just watching from a distance.
It's not a great omen.
That's what it looked like to me.
Jerome,
at least it wasn't visiting
great
us.
In general. Like, is that a thing?
They count as undead, yes.
Oh.
I'm going to bring my shield up with the symbol of Dianthos painted on it, and I'm going to use my divine sense just to see, which allows me to essentially sense within 60 feet if there's any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet that aren't behind total cover.
Okay. And I think that's just an activation, correct?
Yeah. I don't have to roll for it, but I only have I have limited uses. 1 plus my charisma modifier, so I have 3.
Oh, is that the same for me? Let's see.
If that's a paladin thing, then yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Aaron Thor, you actually detect the presence of a celestial.
I have 4 times per day.
You might have better charisma.
Oh,
Mhm.
I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, Brittany, also remember that you're proficient with charisma saving throws and wisdom saving throws. So I think when you rolled a wisdom before, you didn't add your proficiency.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right. No. Wait,
because it should be +7. I think you rolled +4 last time.
I did. Wait a minute. Okay, hang on.
But yeah, so I sense a celestial.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn in that direction, and whip my head around.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my wisdom is only +1, so with the proficiency, it's +4.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you whip around and look around. You don't see anything.
I am sensing the presence of a celestial nearby.
What?
Is
Where?
that a good thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around, thinking maybe it's somebody coming for me.
Yeah, same.
I'll just kind of point my hammer in the direction that I sensed it coming from.
Look in that direction.
I accidentally scared the hell out of one of the viewers.
Uh-oh.
So 19 on
I
perception.
played the Skeletor laugh.
Oh, that's what we heard last night.
I know, yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, I'm not getting chat updates again. Dang it.
So
19 on perception.
what's that?
So Follis will.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're looking for it, just go ahead and roll perception.
Okay.
Let's see if I can roll 4 ones in one night.
11. What? I think that's a success.
Matt sees all.
Yep.
What did he put in that food?
Carrots.
Vitamins.
Carrots are great for the eyesight.
Yeah,
He's seeing
Oh, good.
sound.
There you go.
that's why he's slightly orange.
He can taste colors.
Follis is gonna, like, a great axe will appear in his hands. Like reverse flash paper just flashes into existence.
I was looking for the celestial. Whoa!
So you
that
guys
was
look
cool.
around, and, knowing the fact that Aaron Thor picked up a celestial nearby. As you look, no one sees anything. But there's a moment, Brittany, that you look around, and you think you see, like against the wall of the mountain, like the rock formation nearby looks like a thumbs up. And when you do a double take, you don't see it again.
Yoo-hoo! Come out!
Do
Follis
any of
is just
you
trotting forward.
see anything?
No.
I don't see anything.
Big
But
guy,
that's
you
what
sure
come
you're
out.
sensing things?
And Jerome, that everything has normal color to me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It is it is an ability that I have where I can summon the presence of outside forces. I was not expecting to sense a celestial. I was mainly trying to see if this undead perhaps had gotten closer without us noticing, but was not expecting to sense a celestial. That is intriguing.
Yeah.
Wait, can you kind of see what kind of celestial it is, or it just doesn't matter?
See, it says you know the type celestial fiend or undead, but not its identity. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. It says you know the type celestial fiend or undead of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. The vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich for
Identity is
instance.
different, but
Yeah.
type of
Oh.
celestial might differentiate as far as like frost, hill, giant. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if there's different types of celestials, but
Yeah, like it
Sure.
would be like unicorns or angels and stuff. Like it just says I know the
Yeah.
type, whether it's one of those three,
Okay.
of any
anyway,
being,
what
but not.
kind of celestial you're talking about?
I am not. I cannot divine that from this. It just was a presence I felt.
Are we in like trees?
No, actually, it's a it's a valley
Right.
of the Jolly Green Giant. Garden in the valley.
And
But
so
it's
just kind of like
it's mostly just like overgrown with like grass and may have been like fields at some point in time and softly rolling, not completely level, but not like rocks and everything broken up.
and
Oh.
you guys kind of see Zara just kind of like starting to move her arms and like just kind of like dancing a little bit, and she kind of hears you guys don't hear it. I mean, you might, who knows. She's kind of drumming along with the beat of a tune, like maybe like a child's tune or whatever. And it just she kind of laughs along away a bit, and you don't know what it's to, but it's kind of like you might hear something in the distance. She's like, you're just kind of like laughing a little bit. That's so cute.
Hmm.
Huh.
Just kind of
Stupid prepared
dip
spells.
in a little bit. Here's
Like I
a
have
little bit
fairy
of.
fire, but it's not prepared. So
And she's kind of looking away to the direction of where she hears the sound a little bit.
Are you okay, Zara?
Oh, I'm fine. I mean, you don't hear them? Their children are just beautiful.
Children?
Yeah, you don't hear them. She points off to the distance part of the ravine, or not ravine, but just wherever
Valley.
direction she hears them coming from.
Hear children? No, what?
Everybody, give me a perception check.
Woo.
I am historically bad
Things
at
are
this.
She's just
going
kind of like
down.
in her own little world, like beat, like she hears them giggling to whatever sound they might be making.
Are we all? We're all doing terrible.
Well, no, I'm just looking.
Oh my
like
God.
Mike was all talking about like I'm historically bad at this. He got one number higher than he did before. He had a 1 before. He got a 2.
He still doubled his score. That's a
True.
good start.
Yeah.
This is true. And I'm making my way back to you, babe.
20 more opportunities and I'll get there.
I know, right? Okay, so
Instead just like kind of giggling with them, like
so-
hearing whatever weird joke they might have made.
so for those of you who got above an 11,
Not many of us.
which is some of you,
Fine.
you actually hear the children that Zara is talking about. And it's distant. There's a little bit of an echo to it. It's almost like maybe they're playing close to a like the canyon or the valley wall or something, and their giggles and laughter kind of reverberating off that a little bit.
Do they sound like regular children? Do they sound like creepy?
No. It sounds almost like you're picking up on some children are probably playing out in the field somewhere.
Can we tell where it's coming from?
It's coming north of where you're at, but beyond that, it's really hard to say.
Are we
But
headed?
you're in a valley, so you
Are we
really only
headed
have one
north,
direction
or
to
are
go.
we? Which direction were we heading? again?
Well, thanks to Zara and her battling of the grass stains, you guys have determined that there is a path that actually goes northward.
I'm hearing the kids. Anyone else
Yeah,
hearing
me.
that?
Yeah, I think I do.
No,
I-
I
still
mean,
no
those
kids.
are sticks in the mud. Can't hear kids laughing. I'm just saying. You know,
It sounds like they're coming from the direction that we're headed.
Sounds good then. That might be what,
well, I
a
sure hope
village?
so, because otherwise, what would be the point?
Let us continue forward. I guess they'll just keep an eye out for any more Dullahanes. Dullahan.
Right.
Dullahan.
What?
I don't know how to say this word, but yes.
The headless jack-o'-lantern person.
Yes. We'll call him Jack. This will be easier for me, Jack.
Okay. So you guys continue following the trail. It's completely overgrown. So really what's happening is Zara is kind of either picking up the grass enough as you guys go forward a little bit, or like stomping really hard, like back and forth. So like the glade is pushed over and you can see the path, that it goes through.
So-
But it's really idyllic.
At some point, Sarah's gonna be like, she's doing like that number of like getting through. Like she's gonna look back, exasperated. Can you, none of you, like move this shit out the way? Like, my God.
Yeah, I'll hop off
Hack,
my elk
hack,
and
hack. I mean,
yeah, I'll help with I'll pull out a hatchet I guess I could probably just use the warhammer and just try to knock some of this
honestly,
stuff out
doesn't
the way.
matter, magical or otherwise.
Warhammer on tall grass.
I thought it was like vines.
Move it.
Okay, yeah,
No.
I've got
Alamora
I
will
will
know.
summon it.
I've got a hand axe.
Alamora will hand Zara a scythe.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll summon a path scythe, a magical scythe, and start.
I just like look at her. I'm like, sure, I'll do all this, and it just starts figuring me out.
I can help. I will help you.
We are mostly mounted. I didn't think it was a problem, but no help. I'll start scything grass. And
Clearly, we need to work together. As she starts sweeping shit for the size, I'm just like.
Now you're starting to make some time.
Do I need to make it like a survival roll, like the like how worse I'm doing with this?
New group name: the Lawnmowers.
The landscapers.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. And here we go. Boink.
Let's see. Oh wait, hold on a second.
No, I'm used to hard work, but normally we have help. At this point, she's like doing skates.
Drummer, are these plants alive?
Did you really
Yeah,
just
they're not
ask if the
anymore.
grass is alive?
as opposed to undead plants.
Well, no. Like, are we in winter? Like, is this grass is it dead grass or is
No,
it like
it's
Are you-
alive.
it's
Are
alive?
you gonna try
Okay.
and
Yeah.
you gonna try and talk to it?
I can talk to plants.
In the other
Wrong
game.
No, in this one too. I have
Oh.
speech of the woods. I can communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants,
Oh boy.
which just gives me a charisma. It gives me advantage on charisma checks to influence them. Like, I could be like, hey, in order to keep us from cutting you guys up, would you possibly move to this side to give us an easier
Move
path
out the
through?
way.
Move, grass, get out the way.
I mean,
A necroplancer. Got it.
Nice.
It's called necrobotany. Thank you very much.
Oh,
So as
I
you
like
so as
necroplancer.
everybody continues forward, clearly carving your way, back through to unveil the trail that had been long since covered up. And you can tell that it was a trail because that cart used to come through because it has like one patch in the middle that probably still remained grass, but it had the remains of wheel tracks that went through frequently. So you can see those again, and you're obviously going in the right direction. As you start getting closer, you hear some faint screams, and then you end up seeing like close to the mountainside, you end up seeing like several bodies moving in tall grass, like heading northward away from you guys, just like as they scurry through. Before you, however, the trail begins to narrow and descends into what appears to be a sheltered valley. The air grows noticeably calmer, the sharp mountain winds giving way to bird song and the soft rush of water. A lone fir, taller than any other nearby, stands watch as the valley's mouth, or at the valley's mouth. Its branches creaking faintly as meadowlarks flit between them. Beyond it, a village is revealed itself, but not all at once, but gradually. Low stone and timber homes, half sunken into the earth, sod roofs with patched with moss, and thin treads of peat smoke rising straight into the still air. The village looks old, but not ruined, weathered by time rather than broken by it, as if it has simply chosen to be forgotten rather than abandoned. As you close in, signs of quiet persistence become clearer. Goats bleat from terraced pens along the slope. Chickens scatter across the packed earth paths, and a small green opens at the village heart, where a single standing stone leans, worn smoothly by centuries of touch. To one side rests the shell of an old way house. Its roof long collapsed, but walls stubbornly intact. A reminder of when travelers once passed through this daily. Farther uphill, partially obscured by shadow and scrub, a narrow path winds towards a dark cleft in the cliff face, marked not by signs or fences, but by small offerings left carefully at its base. Even without knowing why, most travelers instinctively lower their voices here, sensing that this particular village is a place watched over by something older than memory and far less interested in being disturbed.
You said the offerings were at the stone?
The offerings are actually at the dark cleft in the cliff face.
Follis will go trot over there and pull out like a little wooden carving and leave one himself.
Okay, sure. So as you guys start, because you're gonna have to go into town to do that, but it's not like it's difficult. But as you start to approach, you see some other people like come looking around, and villagers start to come out. They've got their farm tools. There's a sword or two, amongst them, and you can see that there were about 5 kids, probably in the range of like 5 to 7. And they're pointing at you as you guys approach.
So Follis is going to lose his weapon. It'll just disappear.
Okay.
He'll wave. Yoo-hoo! Hello! Hello, children.
Hail and well met, I guess, as we slowly approach.
So everybody kind of looks around for a second. Not everybody's here the same race. Many of them are human, but there's clearly some half elves here. There's a dwarf or two. It's a mixed village, indicative of the fact that it probably was connected to trade routes many years ago. And then someone kind of steps forward and looks around. And nobody is openly speaking just yet, but they're starting to come out a little bit more, again, with like tools and whatnot, in case the rest of you have some sort of ill intent. And then one person speaks up from behind, probably catching eyesight of you guys, but it was hard to see where it was coming from. Or where the voice is coming from initially, but a guy steps forward, swarthy but farmer strong. Worked a lot, obviously, his whole life. Most of their clothing here has been damaged and repaired quite a bit. Nobody, they clearly don't have access to a lot of new materials, so there's a lot of patchwork and resewing of their sweaters and tunics and whatnot. And the guy kind of looks awkwardly at your group, and he says, he's like, Quaid?
Shit.
Quaid McGinnis? Is that you?
And Quaid walks up. Does Quaid recognize this guy?
No.
Okay. So he walks up and goes,
Remember, I'm basing this off of the history that you gave me.
yeah, okay, cool. So he walks up and goes, heard of me, have you?
Heard of you? He says, and he looks, he's like, pats his chest for a second. He's like, it's Danny O'Keefe, your best mate. And he's like looking at you like he hasn't laid eyes on you in forever. He's like, well, look at you. You got all this muscle mass on you. You used to be like nothing but a swarthy little child. And this armor and the blade, like, how in the devil did you find me?
Surprised you're here, Danny. We've just been traveling through this mountain range. How'd you make your way somewhere like here?
He's, so he pauses for a second. He says, well, I've been here quite a few years. You don't remember what happened to our village? I thought for certain you would have been taken by the Iron Wolves.
Suppose not. What did happen? You gotta remind me.
And he says, I have to remind you. He says, well, you were making, when the Gronar Bear Whisper and the Iron Wolves were besieging the village, they were burning everything in sight, and you took off like a bolt from heaven, heading for the mountains. I thought for certain you were going to get clear, and you almost didn't.
Well,
I came up behind and rubbed my shoulder into a guy who was about ready to fire a crossbow into you, and so the shot went wide. But I didn't see what happened to you.
Well, I know it's been a while, but managed to actually collect what I needed. Make my way here. Well, north actually, Cold Ridge. You been there before?
I've been through it, but ages ago. But yeah, I've been through it. I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with the place.
Well, just came from there. You'll see the party I'm walking with here. We're traveling through a path, trying to actually find a specific person. You know anybody who's been through here recently? Maybe magical? might call themselves some sort of a seer.
And so he pauses. Everybody else at that point, they're on their back heel, but the fact that one of their own seems to know you has lessened the tension a bit. I'll give you the name in a second. He, which, speaking of which, Aaron Thor, that name means something to you.
I found it. I finally found it in my notes.
Yep.
Oh, Gronar Bear Whisper. I remember him.
And so he says, I think I know who you're talking about, but we haven't had anybody come through here in ages.
Well, how long ago was it that you saw the person?
Yeah, well, when I last saw her was yesterday. And he kind of points back up to the cliff, the low cliff face, darkened area that has the the offerings and whatnot. She says, or he points up there and he says, "Oh, that's where she lives."
Right in that small cave there next to all the offerings?
She tends to stay away. It's I don't want to say it's a love-hate relationship, but it's complicated.
Does she do something for the village here?
Oh, of course. Yeah. They she's not really a leader, but she tends to offer advice and peering into the future. She's apparently some sort of oracle that she is. But you can imagine some people don't want their fortunes read or to know that sort of thing. So it is what it is. Those who are desperate seem to seek her out the most.
Well, that's fantastic. You think we'd be able to talk to her, or is she out of business right now?
No, I can't imagine she's out of business. She doesn't exactly have working hours, but he turns and he looks and he says, "Okay, everybody, I don't know exactly who everyone is, but this is me mate Quaid, so it's going to be all right. It's a familiar face." And so they kind of like grumble a little bit, but look back and forth and kind of go, like shrug sort of thing. And he says, "You'll have to forgive. The inn has seen way better days. So why don't all of you come to my place? And I'll And he like shouts for somebody who was probably the barkeep, many ages ago, and he's like, could you bring some of the ale and bring a little bit of food. Bring it in for our new guests. Let's be hospitable." And everybody seems to be acting kind of in relative unison. It's clearly a community that has grown to depend on one another.
Much obliged, Danny.
He says, I can't believe you made it away. Did you see what happened to the others?
Broke away. It was better that way, I think, having us split up.
He said the Iron Wolves, they massacred almost everybody, put the village to the torch. A few of us wound up in slave labor and sold a couple times for meager coin, myself included.
May I ask, if I know that we're like kind of coming into this sort of encampment stuff. Do I hear him talk about slave and slave labor and stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Zara kind of when she hears that in passing, she's like her head's turning and just setting things down very forcefully at that point when she hears that slave labor and stuff.
I'm so sorry, Danny. If I'd known, but I didn't have what he needed to put up a fight, you know?
Oh, don't. You don't need to apologize. I mean, you were a scared little rabbit. It's all right. We always understood it. I mean, there was the time that we encountered mountain lion urine and you went running. Just at the thought that there was, possibly a big cat someplace nearby. So it's understandable. And they came with, well, they were well equipped for the job. So it was terrifying for all those involved. But nevertheless, everybody, come, please follow me this way to my humble home, and we'll, I don't know, we'll see to you, and find a spot for you to pitch camp or something.
Sounds great.
Danny, do you know if there's anybody in need of healing within your village?
I'm not entirely certain, but I'm sure I can get some introductions going and maybe speak to somebody who's more informed than I am.
Yes, I am a paladin of Diantos, and I am offering my services in exchange for the hospitality that you are showing to us. Also, you mentioned Gronar Bear Whisper.
That's the one.
Yeah, you do not have to worry about him. His marauding days have been taken care of.
Well, you're not going to see me shed a tear over such a thing, but you have my thanks.
Yeah.
I thought we heard screaming.
And hearing Letabias, she's like, "Hey."
Yeah.
You did. It was the little kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They saw us and freaked out.
Okay, I was thinking like more terrible screaming.
No, more like ew, yucky strangers screaming.
Okay.
We are a colorful bunch.
And I put the name of the person that he just referenced, Gronar Bear Whisper, in the spelling in the Discord chat.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So he leads you over to his home. He lives alone. It's just him. He happens to have 10 chickens. And he has what appears to be a couple turkeys. And then he has a small garden that he maintains. It's not like, big enough for the town, but it's big enough to give him some, additional food here and there. Be it depending on the season. A little bit of fruit, a little bit of vegetable growth. In the town square, when you guys go walking through it, that's where the stone that was slanted that I mentioned earlier on. You can see that they've got several tables set up out there, really super weathered. And they've got kind of lean-to shelving where it looks like they probably bring their goods out for everybody else in the village to pick through and trade, sort of thing. They're not doing it right now, but it looks like that's probably what it's used for. They have
a small farmers market.
Kind of, yeah. They are clearly used to being segregated out from the rest of the world, and they're doing, they've made up what they can, through trade and commerce. His home, of course, is just the one bedroom. Has a nice warm fireplace. It just barely fits all of you guys between Aaron, Thor, and Folus.
If there's like a window, I could just like be outside, like near the window. I don't mind being outside.
You'll have to lean all the way over.
Oh, I'm pretty tall.
That's the point I'm getting at.
Okay.
You're too big. You're bigger than the length of the window. So if you want to do that, you can. That will obviously help a little bit with room. But
yeah,
that being said, so he looks around. He says, "So obviously, all of you heard my name. And aside from," and he points. He says, "Sir Aaron Thor."
Yes, Aaron Thor Nightpool at your service.
So he says, "Who are the rest of your? Do you have a name? A company name?"
Do we have a company name, you guys?
We do not.
No.
We've known each other for 2 days. No, not yet.
We'll assume that for now. I am Zara Mothmantle, your acquaintance and hopefully friend. Puts her hand forward.
He shakes her hand and he says, "It's an absolute pleasure. Truth be told,
all yours entirely."
And he says, "Truth be told, I never figured Quaid for the type to have such lovely ladies around him. He never was much of a ladies' man."
Well, makes sense. We've none of them lovelier than us. I'm just saying.
I don't understand.
To be true.
Quaid is a very handsome young man. Look at him. He cuts a dashing figure.
He says,
Sure. Whatever you say.
He does now. He looks like he's gained about 60 pounds of muscle.
Oh, well, I mean,
when he and I were mates, he weighed that if I dunked him in water.
Oh, were you a string bean?
It's a long time ago. Different time.
Well, what seems you feel out since then?
I'm Alamor Serapia.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Serapio.
And I'm Sonia Serapio.
Sisters?
Cousins.
So
wow. Are we to believe? Are we to believe that this is Larkstead?
Oh, so you were, well, if you were looking for Larkstead, you shall look no further.
So it really does exist.
It really does exist.
The rest of the world has assumed you gone. So
that happened, I believe, just after I had come here. The passage leading out to, I don't even remember the full story, but there was a cave route that led out northward into the trading routes that went into Theria, and that collapsed. And we didn't really have the manpower or especially the tools to fix that. And then eventually the route fell apart to the south of us.
You see.
So what happened to the route coming from the south? You came down on horseback and you had 2 carts. Was it repaired and us not knowing?
We made it better.
Yeah.
Oh.
It still
not totally
needs
fixed,
a
but
lot of
better.
work.
It's a rough new road. I mean, it made us get through. That's what counts, right?
These early days.
It's passable if you're careful. It's rocky and pebbly now, but you can get through it.
I'll have
You're
to.
welcome.
You're thanked. I'll have to tell the village elders of the news. You'll have to forgive everybody.
No, before it was just an empty place. You had no way to get through it. You're welcome. That's what I'm saying.
No, and I completely understand. I'm not the one that should be bantering about this, I guess, but you'll have to understand that everybody in the village is still a little bit leery. We've been on our own for a long time, and when we weren't, it was less hospitable people that would come down off the mountain on occasion. So you can imagine why nobody would seek to regain the route going south.
Speaking of which, Danny, Not to alarm you, but on our way here, we did see a figure far out. Uh, Griffith, what were those things called again?
Giants?
It was possibly, but not confirmed, a Doulahan.
You ever heard of those, Danny?
A Doulahan? Well, yeah, they're the servants of Magain.
We might have seen one. Not sure if it was actually that or something else, but we can't think of what else it might be. Not sure if it was tracking us or what it was doing, but it was far off.
Well, I'm not exactly the one to ask about that such a thing, but perhaps you could ask Meliandrel. That she's the
That's the name we're looking
she's
for.
the oracle
it's right.
that
She's the oracle.
Manalius told us about.
A
That
mana
was her
who?
name. Manalius.
I'm afraid I don't know the name. Apologies.
Sonia, he was the leader of that town. That
Yes.
was under the ground, right?
Danapenix.
I couldn't say. Never heard of it. But we don't get a whole lot
I'm
of news
sorry
here,
to
obviously.
ask. I mean,
Well-
if we talk this oracle of sorts, are we gonna have to pay anything? I mean, is there a cost to figuring it out? This person?
I couldn't say. I don't exactly use her services myself, but I'm sure you could speak to her to work some kind of an arrangement. Most people they leave gifts at the at the mouth of her particular cave.
She lives in a cave.
She lives in
Okay.
the cleft, up there.
Yep.
That's what he
In
said
the cleft.
earlier.
Right. Yes, of course.
Jerome, what time of day is it right now?
By this point, you guys are early afternoon, or I should say midday, probably around like 2.
We could go see her now, Sonia.
We could certainly see if she's available.
Probably the sooner the better, and especially if she knows what that thing is that's been following us.
And we need to send a message to Manalius.
He will be happy to hear that this place is intact.
Very happy. I bet even Gideon might be okay with it too.
So if if you're gonna go see the oracle, you may as well just leave your carts and steeds here for the time being. She's just up the way a piece, and I'm gonna need to get an audience with the elder anyways. So you can speak to them as well for whatever, I don't know, intentions you have. And then of course drinks all start coming out for everybody to drink. And warm bread.
Bread.
Drink.
Thank you.
Warm.
Thank you kindly for your hospitality, Danny.
Oh no, don't think anything of it. I'm happy to assist where I can.
Folus will put down a silver on the table before he eats or drinks anything.
Okay. And so he looks at that and he's like, I appreciate it, but we don't really have use for coin here anymore. We do everything by barter and trade.
Well, where I come from, we have rules about taking food and drink without recompense.
Okay, far be it from me to say no. Thank you very much.
If we open these roads, you might need that silver.
Good to know. Okay, so he takes it and like just without even caring that you guys see it, he just puts it in like a box in a shelf at the kitchen.
Arantor nods
So-
at the tipping happening. He's just like,
I'm just gonna
Aaron
ask, and,
approves.
like, as he
Yeah.
walks away in general, like, so what do you expect at this point? Like, I'm not sure. What do you want for hospitality?
Is there
Like,
something we can
coins
do?
don't do anything apparently. Like, what do you want? I feel like
Well,
we need to owe you.
I was just given this as a gift. You really needn't repay me for anything of this nature. I haven't seen me mate in ages, so that's plenty.
If y'all want to tip me, that's fine.
Just kind of snorts at you.
He pulls out his little
Unceremoniously.
antler knife, like, pokes it in Quaid's arm. Here you go. Here's a tip, friend.
She'll give you a gold, like, just for your effort. Like, you know what? You're welcome. Just consider it paying it forward.
Nice.
I'll hunt for the table before we leave.
Perhaps we can see if there's anything we can do for the village once we have a chance to meet with the elder. But I guess if we have the time, perhaps we should meet with this Meliandro, or see if she will meet with us. Perhaps she has business hours.
Yes, if you're all sufficiently rested, let's leave our things here and go take a look.
Okay. So at that point, he just, as everybody files out of his home, he just shuts the door, doesn't even lock it. And he goes walking off apparently to go talk to the village elders, which it's obvious there's a commotion because new people. And it's not hard to find where you need to go. Like you see it just partly up on the hillside nearby in the cliff that overlooks the village.
Well, I guess we make our way up there.
Yep.
So as you all approach, you can hear emanate from the cave. So it seems we have visitors.
Hello?
That's right.
Yoo-hoo.
Wondering if we can talk to you.
Mistress Meliandro, I presume?
That is I.
We wish to speak to you about your gifts.
Of course. Once you have made an offering outside, please come in.
Jerome, what do the offerings that are here kind of look like?
Well, keep in mind, none of these people would be giving coin, as his friend Danny had just indicated. It doesn't really mean anything. So you've got a pie. You've got kind of a newly fashioned mug that was that actually has wood. A wood outer core with a metal inner core, so really nice design. Most everything here is hand fashioned of some sort. There are some clothing here, or I should not say clothing, but there's somebody made a tapestry. It's nothing fine like you'd find in a court, but it's we think this would look fine in your home, sort of thing. And then there's a blanket. It's very mundane stuff, but in a society like you found here, very meaningful, because this is they're using resources that they don't really have ready access to. So obviously, even though it looks meager, the price is actually pretty steep, because they're giving stuff that they can't just readily give up, but in trade.
I'll pull out another wooden figurine.
Okay.
Like a carved thing, and add it to the collection.
Sure.
Let's see. Jerome, I have a scroll of cure wounds, but it says I have. Is it 3 of them that I have, or is it just a scroll I can use 3 times?
Technically, it's 3 of them.
Okay,
Because with scrolls, you use them once and they're done.
Okay, yeah, I will. I'll pull out that scroll, and I'll pull out. I'll put one of them down at the
Alamora will set out her oil lamp and some oil.
Okay.
And I'm putting out nuts and pistachios and everything, just like
foodstuffs.
Foodstuffs.
Okay. Anybody else contributing?
Honey, granola bars, all of that.
I will donate my dragon chess gaming set.
Okay. Fancy.
From the things Griffith carries like in his pockets and backpack versus what's in his wagon, he will place his vial of holy water.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Quaid will take a thing from his pouch, or his bag rather, and it is a one antitoxin, and I'll put that in there.
Oh, okay. Good stuff. And clearly, she seems to know when you guys have all put in something. And then she says, please, come in.
Do you want us to bring this stuff in, or are you okay with leaving it at the mouth of the cave?
There are no thieves here.
Oh no, it's just there's a whole pie here. Surely it's going to get cold, but or perhaps it already is. But
it is quite all right.
It's not our problem. It's okay. We can go. She just got to usher everybody in. We can go.
No, I'm just asking if to be polite.
No,
says, we can go. We can go.
She says, I do appreciate your thoughtfulness. From one who gives gold to the poor.
Hey. Yeah, it's good.
So
that's a good brush.
So as you come in, you can see that there's like 2 layers of cloth that dangle down from the cliff face or from the cave face that act basically as a buffer against any of the wind or anything that nature. And it has latches, like draws into it that will keep it together in case there happens to be a wind. And as you walk in, of course, it is a cave. It goes back a good bit, and it is large enough that some of the size of Thor doesn't have to stoop. You barely fit, but you don't have to stoop.
That's
just don't jump.
Okay. Hopefully, there's no spiders on the floor.
There, the woman in front of you has what appear to be like very fine linen on. It's very flowy. Some of it's sheer, so it does accent her body in a, I don't want to say provocative way, but risque. In the right light, you could probably catch a glimpse of something. She has like 2 robes set off to the side on like hangers in case she needs to be warmer for any reason. And when she turns to face you, you see the multiple sets of eyes coming off of what was probably her hair. When you realize they're snakes.
Sonia will catch a glimpse of that and carefully look elsewhere.
Yeah, do we know anything about the whole turning to stone thing?
You could give me
Never mind.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't want to see another one. If you want to find it out, give me Arcane.
Yeah.
I will roll for it.
And you'll need a 14 or higher.
Four.
Well,
wow.
It's getting double.
Yeah, much like Matt had indicated, it is increasing.
Yeah.
Let's see for Arcana.
No, Quaid does not know.
18.
So Iron Thor clearly knows. Just like Pepperidge
19
Farms.
from Alamora.
Okay. Yes, you would know that she is a Medusa.
She's a Gorgon.
Oh, and would we? I guess from that we would know to not meet her gaze.
That is the running rumor. Yes.
Okay, I'll go. Excuse me. I did not expect a Medusa.
What's a Medusa?
It is a person who has snakes for hair. Well, I do have a question, Lady Melandriel. Are you, if we look in your direction, will we be turned to stone?
She chuckles a little bit and says, "Have your other friends turned to stone yet?"
I haven't looked at them. I'm hiding my face. I'm hiding my face behind my shield.
I mean, that's a fair question. I'm just saying.
She says they seem to be perfectly all right.
Okay, I'll lower the shield.
No, better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that happens?
It can happen.
You want to find out? I mean, just look her in the eye.
I have to will it, but yes.
Oh, okay. I sincerely apologize. I did not mean to be rude. I just was. I had not. I'm sorry.
You were ignorant. It is
Yes.
quite all right.
It happens. I apologize.
So
Thank you for the clarification. And like Alamora like notes it in like a journal.
Okay. She says, normally I do this on an individual basis, but I see that you have come with questions.
We are on a particular quest. It's a very sensitive one. Perhaps we should speak privately.
So she smiles just a bit and she says, ladies and gentlemen, would the rest of you exit my home for the time being while I speak to the Serapio children?
Sure. Thought we were friends. Okay, yeah.
All right.
Of course, we'll wait outside.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
And she says, and do feel free to partake of the pie while you're out there, if you would so wish. I believe it is an apple crumble.
Oh, better.
Yeah. I think Arathar looked a little bummed about, we don't want to talk with you guys around, but the pie will be a good consolation prize.
Absolutely.
Save me some.
It's definitely several legs up from the tack you guys have had for the couple of days so far.
Yeah.
I thought we had a delicious bounty.
I mean, if you
We
went
do
that route,
right here with this crumble pie.
Yeah.
So, Asonia and Alamora, it's up to you.
I don't suppose you know why we're here.
So she, as everybody exits, you can tell now as you guys have exited her home There seems to be something magical about the her drapes that she has that covers the front of it. You can no longer hear the conversation. It gives privacy.
Very nice.
And she looks to the two of you, and she says, "You walk under borrowed authority, not stolen but loaned. Queens lend fate the way queens lend fate the way desperate people lend coin."
Indeed.
Is that what concerns you?
We are tasked with searching for a book in hopes that it may lead us to further answers.
Can I tell her?
Yes.
We're looking for the Book of the Damned.
She says, "I see."
But possibly the other objects of power too.
So she takes a moment to ponder that, and she says, "The book you seek does not show the future. It remembers it. And she says, 3 answers exist to the same question. One ends a war. One begins one. One ensures there is always another war to fight."
We would prefer the one that ends. What is the answer there?
And she says, "I'm afraid you don't understand. In seeing, there is little direct explanation. It is up to it is up to those who receive the word to interpret that vision." But she pauses again, and she says, "The Book of the Damned does not lead you to the items of power. It decides who survives finding them. Those who read it believe themselves righteous, usually are the first consumed."
And those who know,
Go ahead.
those who know that they are not perfect.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Those who read it, who know that they are not. What happens to them?
Remains to be seen. I trust you are aware of its reputation.
I am.
Then I think the answer is self-explanatory. And she pauses again, almost as if like she's receiving a message, but not in a theatric or dramatic fashion. It's like she's pondering what else has come to her. And she says, "There are places where the items acted. There are people they shaped. And there are fools who think only the objects matter."
What does that mean?
That is for you to discover.
Perhaps it's the effect that the items have had that's more important than the items themselves.
Perhaps.
But they have not been seen for a very long time. Would any such people still be alive?
That I can say with relative certainty. That is a mystery you have yet to unfold.
She's going to look at Alamora like, does any of this make sense to you?
Nope.
She lightly smiles and she says, "Visions are rarely clear from the outset."
Can you write it down for us?
So she looks at you, and any smile that she has vanishes. And she looks at your little journal that you just recently noted something on, and then looks back at you again.
Yeah. Oh, me to write it down. Okay. Can you say it again?
Just watch
I
the
will.
replay.
Yeah, exactly. Watch the replay. For whatever you guys end up asking here, I'll try and make sure it gets posted in the Discord notes or Discord itself, and you can put that in your own notes for the game, however you see fit. But after you settle with the commentary about writing it down, might have amused her if she didn't already see you writing something down.
Well, she just meant like almost asking permission to write it down, like and.
That's not how it came off.
No, definitely not. But
it's like you've got your pen and paper in hand. It's like, oh, could you write that down?
Here it is. Yeah. Continue. If you were saying something, or else Alamora does have another question.
Okay, go ahead.
So I just recently came here. Is there any way to get back to where I came from? Or bring my family here?
She says part of that answer has already been provided to you. However, and this is not something that requires vision to see, the ley lines that cross this planet do not seem to work both ways.
Okay. But can I get my family here? My parents.
That is for the fates. I see the resemblance in you. I know that the two of you are related, and not by marriage, meaning that there are other members of your family already here. Do you give up hope so easily?
I'm not giving up hope. I'm asking for counsel from someone who's wise.
This is not something I can counsel on. That is matters of the arcane and the immutability of the magic ley lines that cross this mountain range.
Okay.
And so she paces as if there's something more, and thinking and pondering about it. And then she doesn't elaborate. It's more like something came to her. It was a little bit more direct. And she looks to the two of you, and she says, "You turned aside from a hand already extended." And then pauses to look at the both of you.
Eldara?
And
what
she
does
says,
she have to do with the book?
She says, "A woman of banners and iron promises, one who builds by lending weight and collecting it later. You did not refuse out of fear nor pride. You refused because the thread pulled too tight."
our mission is more important.
But could by chance that be part of our mission?
So she ponders again, and she doesn't look like she has the answer. Like anytime she's giving you like a reply, with the exception of your question about the ley lines, and getting your family across, she doesn't look like she's providing you something that is the answer. It's she's relaying what's being given to her. And so she nods and she says, "Yes. Fate does not punish hesitation. It merely circles it." And she kind of gestures faintly as though she's tracing a spiral in the air. And she says, "That offer did not end. It moved."
Cousin, perhaps I know that your home is what's a cairn. What's the Serapio home in this world called?
Can't remember now. Where's my map? It is Rathglenshire.
That your home is Rathglenshire, and it could be my home too, but maybe we're supposed to put down roots here. Or I'm supposed to put down roots here. But I can't do it alone. I don't know anything about this world except for what you've told me.
And so she sees you starting to kind of debate, about like the home and like what parts this mean. And she says, "What you did not take in gold and charter, you may yet take in soil and silence."
I don't understand.
This seems a little bit more certain in her reply, more like she's transliterating some of what was given to her in her state. And she says, "There are lands that remember why they were abandoned, places where old hands buried things they did not understand or did not trust. You will claim ground one day, not because you were told to, but because no one else could. When you do, listen to what the land offers freely. It will not look like a weapon. It will not call itself a gift. But it will know the names of the old things." And then she finally, as if she's circling around to what she has been given, she says, "The book you seek would have led you quickly. This path will lead you correctly. You were not wrong to refuse. You simply chose the slower echo." And at that point, she kind of looks away and and kind of flicks her hand, sort of thing, and she says, "And that is all."
You give us much to think on.
Alamora is like furiously writing down.
Okay. Clearly, there's some hints, there's some directions, but visions rarely come clear. And she takes a moment to dip her hands in some water, kind of rubbing them through and then patting it on a cloth nearby. And she says, "Would either of you be a dear and send in Aranthor?
Yes. Thank you for your wisdom.
Go with your gods.
And I'll bow.
Alamora will go up and give her a hug.
Okay, so she's like, oh, oh, oh. But then she just kind of just like pats her back, just gently.
Waits for it to be over.
It was kind of, but it's obvious since you're the one looking at it for a little bit of afar. She probably has some other people that do this, so it's not completely alien to her. She just wasn't expecting it from any of you.
And I'll head outside, kind of contemplatively.
Okay.
And I'll find Aranthor and say she'd like to see you.
He's finishing up his slice of pie. Okay. Yeah.
Alamora will come out after that and go, is there any pie left?
I didn't have any. You can take my slice.
Well, you need some pie, Quaid.
You should eat some pie, Quaid. It's very good. And I'm going to stride into the...
Here, I'll share with you. And she, like, will pull out her plate from, like, you know, like her, what's it called? Like the...
Travel pack? Backpack?
Travel pack. And, like, slice it in half. And then she'll, like, almost feed him. Here, try a bite.
While they're doing that, Zara is just looking at him like she's like protecting her two double slices. Like, not mine.
But Alamora will chase Quaid around trying to get him to eat it if he's running away.
Why am I envisioning Ranma all of a sudden with Ranma and
Akane.
Dale running just barely in front of her. So, yapapa, yapapa.
He'll begrudgingly take some and be like, "Oh, that's very, very sweet."
See, it's really good. Try another bite.
So, Aranthor steps
better
inside.
when you run away from it.
So Aranthor steps inside.
Yes, hello, madam.
And she looks at you as you step in, and then she looks down, at the weapons at your side, and she says, "Ah, the weight that builds." And then she looks at Aranthor. "You carry something meant to steady hands and not break worlds."
Do you mean the hammer? And he'll kind of pick it up. I have a feeling that this hammer is not made for me. I do understand that, and I would like to think that I am using it to make this world a better place. But I am also aware that it is not mine, and I should return it at some point to the people whose hands forged it. I would know their location if I could, so that way I would be able to take it there when I could. But
so she at this point starts. It's not that she's going into a trance, but again, it's like she's receiving a signal and she's interpreting it as you focus now on your hammer. And she says, "You are already playing the role of you are already playing the role kings once prayed for. They did not survive it either."
Well, they had no intention, so I do not intend to live forever. But if it means that I can leave this place a better one than when I stepped into it, then so be it.
Then she thinks again for a moment. Since you're not really asking her direct questions, she's just taking more information in, and she says, "Gold leaves you easily because it recognizes its purpose. And she says, people notice this. Powers notice this.
Powers are noticing my altruism.
And she says, no more than any foundation stone. But foundations are always buried first when walls are raised.
I suppose if I did have a question, the question that I might like some guidance for is that I wish to walk a path. I want to. I know this world is war torn. There is a lot of discord, and with the power balances thrown to the wayside because of the war, I wish to find a way to right it, to bring peace to this land as much as I can. Could you provide guidance in a way to where I could best be used to achieve that?
She pauses for a second and takes that information in, and she says, humbly, you do not know that you already walked that path.
That is good news, actually.
You are burdened with glorious purpose as of this point. But discovery has not yet made it to your eyes.
So there is something that I can do. I just have not found it yet.
And at that point, she kind of pauses and she says, that is all I have for the moment.
You are very good. That was very enlightening, and also I feel a shiver. Like, oh. But yes, I thank you for your wisdom, and yes, I hope I hope to do not only the people of this world, but also my goddess proud in looking after her children. Thank you.
With that, she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to have a vision to do so. She says, clearly, you go with your god's favor.
Hey, that's also good news. And he kind of he'll bow, and then he'll should I get somebody else to come and talk to you before?
Please bring Mr. Griffith.
Oh, Griffith, he is. You should ask for him to cook for you. Well, but I will let his cooking speak for itself, and I'll head out to go get Griffith.
Okay. So,
hey, Griffith. Yes, the lady wishes she wishes to speak to you next.
She wishes to speak to me?
Yes, she is very good.
All right. I'm not sure why I would fall under. I suppose I'm happy to speak with her. I did present an offering.
Oh, well, she is very good. Like I would say, think. Well, I don't really get it, but she was able to provide me a direction to walk in, and that was good.
But I don't think I lack a direction. I'm on the trail with you and providing the bounty of nature to all I meet, but I'm happy to speak.
Okay, excellent. I'll clap you on the shoulder, and
you can have my slice of pie as well.
You do not want it?
I'm in the mood for meat.
Oh, I understand. I will give this pie a good home.
Okay.
So
Griffith comes walking
inside.
in. As you walk in, she gives a polite smile, and she watches your body language, specifically how you move, how you speak. And she says, "You understand heat."
I do understand heat. Are you speaking the heat of fire or the heat of faith?
She says, "Not fire, heat. The patience between hunger and satisfaction." And
Hunger is a natural state. The hunt is a process to relieve hunger.
So she reaches into a pouch and places a small pinch of salt on the table. And she says, "You will trade this for truth."
I accept the salt, though I do not need it. I'm sure as you accept those offerings outside, where you may not need them. But I would have given you truth without it. What truth do you wish to know?
She shakes her head and just smiles, and she says, "There is a place where words are warded, oaths are bound, and lies are enforced. But eating remains, inconveniently honest. You will be asked to prepare a dish for someone who cannot lie while chewing. Win with cleverness, and the truth will rot. Win with intent, and the door will open."
That is a very interesting bit of information. But what is the difference between cleverness and intent?
You will need to find out. And then she says, after she smiles one moment, she says, "But do not season fear. It ruins everything."
So he'll take a vial out of his pouch and he will brush up the salt into the vial.
Okay.
And then from his pouch, he will take a pinch of nutmeg and place it in place of the salt on the table.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. At that, her vision ends. She nods politely and she says, "Would you bring in your 3 traveling companions? I believe they were named Folis, Zara, and Inara."
I will let them know. So, thankfully that he's not been turned to stone, he'll head back outside.
He's like, "Dang it, I got turned into a stone salad."
The 3 of you, I'm not sure why she wants all at once, but she is asking now for the 3 of you. Folis, Zara, and Inara.
People of our beauty don't need to be asked much. I'm just saying. And just look at them.
Folis will say to the other 2 and say in Sylvan, "Well, I can guess."
And then I hear you. Yes, so can I.
You can guess what?
You speak Sylvan? I don't know what that means.
No, he
Oh, yeah.
nodded, and the nod was
Is
powerful.
it? I couldn't tell.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
nodded, and it was powerful enough that you heard the armor go right.
She just laughs. Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah.
And he nodded with a Sylvan accent, so it was very obvious.
Nodded with Sylvan
Mhm,
accent. Gasped in Sylvan.
mhm, mhm.
All right, we'll go walking in.
So the three of you go walking in. I'll start with Inara
Yes.
since she's not here. And as the three of you come in, she again begins again, like as if she's receiving word from somewhere, some vision, and she looks to Inara. And she says, "You burn where others glow." And when Inara didn't quite understand what all of that meant, she says, "You accelerate moments. Conversations end sooner around you. Decisions happen faster." And she kind of gestures outward. And she says, "The Fae remember you. You do not remember them." And she says, in ending, she says, "Memory is not always inheritance. Sometimes it's a debt." Then she looks to Follis and she says, "You are already standing in two places."
He looks around at his feet.
I look at one of my feet too when she says that because just making sure I'm not next to him.
And
I just
she
take a step away from him.
she smirks at your, half joke deflection sort of thing. And she just leads off with, "Yes, she is aware. And she is curious."
Oh, the queen. The one I see in my dreams.
And she nods and she says, "The Fae do not object to mortals crossing. They object to mortals controlling crossings. Soon, someone will try."
Okay. I will do my best to do something about that.
And then she looks to Zara.
I look back.
And she reaches forward and places moss in Zara's hands.
And you know what? I'll embrace it because when she puts it on her outstretched palm, she will encapsulate it with her own on top of it.
Okay.
She does that.
Okay. And she looks directly at Zara when she says this. She says, "The forest would trust you with its bones."
And mine with them. Very serious.
She looks to Zara and then says, "If the gate is sealed, you will mourn it. If it is opened, you will bleed for it. But if it is kept, you will be remembered."
She just nods and keeps the hand as long as they'll let her have it.
Okay. So she gives the moss over to you, and at that point, her vision is done.
Okay.
And then she asks
Brings
at
the
that.
moth and the palm to her chest and just kind of holds it there.
Sure. Okay. At that point, she asks one of you to bring Quaid in.
Zara will turn and just kind of walk back to the group and Quaid and say,
Okay,
"Request your
bye-bye."
presence."
She politely
Nope.
waves as you exit.
Nope. She's like, "They request your presence," and then she'll motion to the direction. she's very ceremonial, like very like this is important to her sort of situation.
Sure.
So Follis is not Quaid. Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo!
He's like
Sorry,
wiping
okay.
away like the last crumbs and bit of like pie. Like, okay, there.
That's what
Yep.
they asked for.
I gotta be done, Alamora. See, she needs to talk to me. Okay.
Rest is for me.
So he goes ahead and starts walking in.
Okay, so you come walking in, and she's quiet much longer than she has been with anybody else. She's clearly contemplating what she has been given. And when she finally speaks to Quaid, her voice is low and careful, as if she's choosing to find words that's not going to break something fragile. And she says, "You are not walking forward. You are already finishing a road." And she kind of tilts her head a second, and she says, "Your soul bears the weight of a sun that went out cleanly. And that is a rare thing."
Is there anything I can do about that? The sun that went out cleanly?
She says, "There are those who survive a fallen world, and there are those who end one so another may grow. Tyr weighs the second more heavily." And then she pauses for a second and almost looks at Quaid very sternly and says, "Do not seek the light that remembers you. When it finds you again, it will not ask who you are."
What should I do when it finds me?
So she pauses for a second, and then she says, "Stone remembers many things, but even stone forgets names."
You're one of those seers that speaks in riddles. I get a little bit of what you're giving me, but a lot of it's tough to get.
She nods and she kind of flicks her hand a second again to signify that her vision is completed. And she says, "That is how visions work. They're not always given direct answers because the choice is always yours."
Well, that's good to know. Do you need to talk to anyone else?
She says, "I would speak to all of you together."
I'll go get him.
"Thank you."
Turns, heads back out, like, all right, everybody. She wants to speak to all of us now.
Oh,
Yay, group project.
hey,
Does she need anything in particular?
Didn't say. Just wants to talk to all of us at once.
oh, okay.
Head back in.
So as everybody heads back in,
Mhm.
she stands
Yep.
at the back of the cave at this point to give everybody, room, because again, you've got two large lads in here that take up a lot of real estate.
Finally, we are the large lads.
He can stand in two lands at the same time.
I am standing in two places. I was just told that.
So can the four corners.
I can go to the four corners and put a hoof down in each one. So she looks amongst all of you for a moment, and then she says, not addressing any one single individual, but you as a group. And she says, the Whispered One does not wish to win. He wishes to be last. Every choice you make shortens something. A war, a life, a god's patience. And then she looks to all of you and she says, choose what you are willing to shorten. And with that, she is done.
I think the smile that like Aaron Thor had been carrying throughout this like kind of leaves him when she brings up the Whispered One. Now it's just determination, just like
Alamora will like tug on Asonia's like sleeve or armor or whatnot. Who's the Whispered One?
It's a long story. And she also looks very somber.
And with that, at that point, Meliandrel looks to all of you and she says, I think the village elders are ready to see you
oh, thank you, my lady, for the guidance.
She bows politely, and that is where we're going to end for evening. I wanted to make sure we got this part out so we could start the next game off clean.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Good stuff.
okay, so we have, not only do we have monthly XP to roll for, but we have RP votes to do. So let's start with the RP votes, and please make sure all XP that we do, it winds up in the notes. So let's go ahead and start with Brittany. Who are you giving your RP vote to? There's a lot of good stuff this game, in my opinion.
Ooh, yeah. Choices. I'm gonna give it to Matt today.
Okay.
He had some fun character elements. I'm excited to see how his character develops.
Okay. Abby.
I'm going to have to go with Dale for like character backstory and like kind of that sort of thing. That
Okay.
stuff was awesome.
Okay. George.
I'm going to give it to Rachel because like her character flirting,
Yes.
but also being like really quick to anger and like it felt very like turbulent Fae. So I really liked that element.
Cool. Okay. Dale.
I'm gonna go for George since Aaron Thor dealt with a bad guy in Quaid's past already. So sweet score.
Okay. Rachel.
George, I mean, he's good stuff there with that. I mean, love it.
Hammer.
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 Yes.
Mike.
I'm going with Abby because she was fun to watch.
Okay.
Aw.
Very cool. And Matt.
I too am going to go with our lovely Bardess for her mercurial bouncing back and forth between attitude and flirtatiousness.
Zara. Okay.
I'd like to see that.
Oh, thank you.
Very cool. So that gives us a two-way tie with George and Rachel.
Yes.
Yay.
Roll up.
So, what?
I'm fine with exceeding it because I won it last time. I don't want to like I'm fine with somebody else getting a chance to get it.
Okay. So he relents and bows at Rachel's feet and hands over the roleplay XP.
Thank you. All right, cool. So what's the XP?
So for if you look at the notes, we've got the breakdown of how everything adds up. So XP for RP vote is 200.
Okay.
So we need to roll. We need to roll the monthly XP.
I'm staying far away from the dice on this one.
I'll
Fail,
roll.
yeah.
What are we rolling? What am I rolling?
What do we say it was?
Hold on, I've got the PDF up here. It's
I
1d10 times 100.
Was it? Because we got 50 XP last time, so that.
Yeah, that's because you decided to make it 100 after we rolled, and you didn't like
Yeah.
backdate the awards.
Yeah.
that we got.
That's fine. Okay, so we'll do that.
You could do that, you know. You could backdate the XP.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
for
Got
real.
a sound.
All right, what are we rolling? What are we rolling?
Roll 1d10.
Yep.
I just want to ask Jerome on your level of campaign, what your kind of expected pacing is, because at this rate we're looking at
9.
leveling sometime in the next 12 to 18 months.
I've actually done the math for it, so it'll be fine.
Okay.
The XP
9.
document has extra XP for like encounters and stuff. So
Yep. So we have
Oh,
obviously
9.
So it'd be 900.
Ooh.
So we've got RP votes, we've got monthly XP, we've got holiday XP, we've got birthday XP, and then of course
No birthday XP though.
and then we have not just for this one. I'm just saying in general. And then we also have like an event happens and special award XP sort of thing. Cool.
Right. So everybody gets 900.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, just make sure when you're making the notes, you add it onto that. I ended up
Already
updating
done.
it in the thing. So, all right. So we're concluding for the night. Our next game is actually next week on Wednesday. So we're back to Star Wars at 7:30 or 7 p.m. Arizona time, 6 p.m. or Pacific Standard Time. And then followed by games on Friday and Saturday. You can, of course, see the scheduling for that from Mythic Savannah and Marvel Superheroes. Thank you guys all for hanging out with us and playing. Also, we have a new group on Facebook called Dice Dungeon and Discourse. If you're interested in joining, please feel free. It's open to everybody. It's there for anybody wanting help with games. It is, or sharing, related topic memes, or, obviously advertising for the game or any other games, or if you have products that you are putting out, D&D related merchandise or whatever have you, it's all welcome there. It's meant to be a community where we're all together and just discussing hopefully fun stuff. So, in fact, let me, forgive me just 1 second. Let me grab the link, and then I will drop it in the chat here for anybody who's interested. Boom, there we go. So go ahead and go there, sign up, and I will get you approved lickety split. Until then, thank you guys all for hanging out with us, and we had another great game. So I hope you enjoyed it like I did, and we'll catch you again next time. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.